Hello, Philadelphia! I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Live from the Xfinity Studios. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Friday. We love our Fridays, man. Friday is the best day of the week, and a happy Friday to everyone across the Delaware Valley. This is the Anthony Gargano Show, presented by the Bet Parks Sportsbook online casino app, and of course our good friends at Xfinity. That's right. All right. So lots to get to today. Heavy combine day. Combine heats up with workouts. Right? The quarterbacks throw tomorrow. There's all kinds of stuff going on. You saw the defensive guys yesterday, and it's all about the 40, and it's about bench press to the 225 and everything else. So big combine today. We'll talk to EJ as he just returned, coming up in a couple of minutes. Baldy at 9:30, Mike Garafolo at 10, and heavy dose of the combine. But we got to mention a good night last night. When we have a good night, you got to relish in it, and it was a great night for both the winner teams. Flyers down 2-0 at the Garden, and it was felt like same old. Michkov lights the lamp. They tie it, and in OT, Michkov with a great move and a great shot going top shelf, short side for the game winner. It was good. It was great. Matt made 2 goals. Flyers win in overtime, and boy, did they need it, and we needed it. Good game last night for Fly guys. Sixers, same thing. Good team on the road against Miami. Needed that one last night. It's one thing to beat Indiana, but, let's go, right? And last night was a good win. Joel was terrific. It just means so much. Of course, Maxey was the man last night, set the record, franchise record for threes, passing AI, Tyrese, and Joe Show. That's what it was. When Embiid plays, they're just such a different team. And he still got it. Like, he's still a dominant force. That was a good win against a Miami team that you needed it, right? Like, you really needed it. We got lots to get to. Good morning, VG, because EJ is going to join us coming up in about a minute.
Good morning. What a good Friday. It's going to be 50 degrees, 2 wins. Woo-hoo. I dreaded it. I was like, oh, they're both playing tonight.
I know.
They both won. How about that?
Yeah.
On national TV, Flyers.
Yeah, that was good.
Michkov showed off a little speed, looked fast at that goal.
He did.
Yeah.
He got around the corner, which was really impressive.
Yes, it was.
Really impressive. And the shot was great. The shot was a great.
But we can't be happy here because they're finding something to nitpick about.
Do you know?
Do you have any idea?
I don't. I have this new kind of thing of for my own nourishment of my soul to stay away from social media.
Yeah, so they're analyzing Takis' reaction after the goal, and they're freeze framing his face, and he's all looking. They're saying he's curmudgeon and upset that Michkov got the goal, the game winner. They're blowing up his face, freezing in, or like zooming in on how miserable he looks.
He's not. Come on. Now you tell me the guy's miserable because they win the game and it was Michkov.
Here you go, Big Farts Jones. What was with Takis being pissed after the goal? It's amazing. Guys. I love this Flyers drama. I love everything going on in the Flyers.
How do you love that stuff? I hate it. It's like
it's just in the scheme of the world we should feel great today about. I mean, not great. They won a game. They're not going to make the playoffs, but it's a good win. Michkov looked good. Zegras looked good. The kids that we like look good, but we got to pick up.
Yeah, but I don't enjoy that. Like, I don't enjoy it. I
don't know. I got to try and find humor in it, man.
I know. It's gallows humor. I got enough gallows humor. Every day living in Philadelphia is gallows humor. I want to just have some pure pleasure.
Yeah, we're going to get it later on.
Enjoyment.
As Colby Cole reminds us, we're missing a big lead. It's Aaron Nola Day today in Clearwater. It's going to be a great day today.
Well,
Nice
I get
Friday.
Painter over the weekend, so
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's a good week. It's a great
I'm
weekend with
excited.
the combine, and you got Painter,
Yeah.
Nola, Sanchez.
Yeah, and it's a good weekend. My little boy turns 13.
When?
Sunday,
Ooh,
March 1st.
Nice.
My boy, my Massimo, turns 13.
Yeah. What do you got planned?
We got a playoff game Sunday on his birthday. He's got baseball practice in the morning, and then basketball later in the day. I think we're gonna go, do something, celebrate on Saturday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, something fun that he liked to do. But 13, I want to cry, and it's
Oh, yeah?
yeah, it's
Big teenagers.
I know. I got 2 teenagers now. No more little boys.
No.
No, my little boys are bigger than me. Massimo was on his way. He was on his way. Yeah, so a good one going on. We have our man. All right. Let us take a wrap of the combine, at least this portion of the combine, because we had a great showing out there. EJ and Bo and Franny, of course, is still grinding away. Let's get EJ. Just got back late last night from the combine. He's got a lot of stuff to fill that notebook. Good morning, EJ Smith on the Xfinity mobile call-in line.
Give me an E, give me a J, give me an EJ, give me that EJ Smith.
Good morning, my brother. You're muted, babe. You're not muted? We don't hear you. Try again. No. Jules is working on that one. Jules is on the caper.
Yeah, man. She's over there pushing
We'll
buttons.
try to get, because I want to get EJ. What do you got? So EJ got back late last night. I was talking to him last night when he got back from the airport driving home, and he's got a big notebook that's filled.
Oh, nice.
Right?
All right.
So
You guys got me now?
I got you now. Great stuff.
Great. Awesome. Sorry about that.
No, not at all. All right. So lots to get to because you got a fat notebook. You got a notebook that is filled.
Yeah, no, I was doing laps around the convention center out in the Indianapolis, downtown Indianapolis, trying to get as much as I could about the Eagles. So, I got a couple things for you here. The first one, did you guys see the NFLPA report card came out yesterday?
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear your thoughts, but I've got some added context on a few of these things.
Well, why don't you go through it, and we'll get our thoughts.
Yeah, so the first one that jumps out to a lot of people is the F that they got on travel. And this is something that's been going on for the last few years. And what I can tell you guys is that the player complaints are mostly about first-class seating on these team charters to away games. You'll see some teams will have first-class seating for every player on those flights. The Eagles will have first-class seating for the starters for long flights. And then on the shorter flights, it's usually only coaches that get the first class seating in the front of the plane. You'll hear from the team, I've heard, not from the team, but heard over the years that, the players will get a full row, usually in the back of the plane, but, players are usually unhappy about that. So I think that's a big reason why the travel grade is as low as it is. And then I put it out on social earlier today. I didn't know this until yesterday that the Eagles are actually renovating the main building at the Jefferson Health Complex. There's like a spot that used to be the Rothman space. They bought that out and they're using that to kind of expand that space. Because I do think it's fair to say that the practice facility is a little dated at this point, and it was kind of in need of renovations, and it seems like the Eagles are moving toward making some of those changes.
I mean, they were at the forefront back in the day when they opened up NovaCare. It was state of the art, but like everything else, time passes and you got to catch up.
Do they not? Is it a custom plane that they use, or is it a regular traditional plane?
No, I think they are. I think they're customized planes, but they're just big charter flights. It depends on the trip too. When they go cross country, they have more first class seating for those flights. But when they're shorter trips, it's probably a little bit more like a plane that you and I would see.
But it's not their plane.
No,
that's odd to me.
AccuVinny has was a vice president of an airline. and he used to do like they did the Patriots plane. Like there's certain teams that have their own plane,
Yeah.
and then they get chartered out.
Right.
The Eagles, they just charter.
Huh. That's interesting. It was like I think like Iron Maiden's not nearly worth what the Eagles are worth, but they have their own plane. It's all fully customized. Come on, Jeff.
Yeah, well, you're
man.
using it like on a tour. You would use it more than, what are you flying during the course of a season? 8, 6,
Especially
7
like
times?
a cross country trip. Yeah, you're maybe doing that 2-3
Guys
times
need to
a
be
year.
comfortable. I agree with
Yeah,
them.
no, listen, they agree with you. I mean, that was one of the rare grades that the Eagles got that was below a C. I know there was a lot of like reaction. Kevin Patullo got a C
Yeah, they
plus.
threw
Yeah,
him under the bus.
good pull here.
And the plane.
Shout out to Julia
Kevin
here.
Patullo, C+.
Yeah, so I think the treatment of families is another one that's interesting, is because in the report last year, players pointed to the fact that the Eagles don't offer babysitters, and that's something that hasn't changed. But I think the Eagles have been trying to address some of those concerns, around like the insurance liability of having babysitters. But listen, other teams have figured that stuff out, and I can say with the locker room being in there a lot, it is like Anthony said, it's kind of it was state of the art when they opened it, and now it is definitely cramped. And just things have evolved there. So yeah, no, I think that generally you see that the Eagles are well regarded in a lot of these areas. But yeah, I think some of those concerns, again, I can hopefully provide a little bit more context.
I mean, with the kids, I go to IKEA. They got a place you can drop your kid off. They run around the bathroom. They got
Yeah,
like,
but that's
the
a
Eagles
little
can't have
different,
something
right?
Going on like that. Like IKEA's got it figured out. Come on.
It's a little different if you're the Eagles. You're not getting the IKEA babysitters, right?
Yeah, I mean, they got some cash. Let's get a couple people down there to watch over the kids. Jeez, oh man. Throw a couple slides and,
listen,
some activities.
I remember when they had a practice bubble that was in the parking lot of Veterans Stadium.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
And their meals were Celebrese pizza and cheesesteaks from Oregon State.
Yeah, well, the team was worth a measly $200 million then. It's worth like $4 billion now.
And before that, Norman Braman was charging them for socks.
Yeah. Well, somebody made the point to me, and this is actually a good thing to keep in mind. Like, this is a little bit reflective of you draft a bunch of guys from Georgia, Alabama, these big SEC powerhouses. They are used to really, really nice facilities, facilities.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm about to say facilities that honestly would put a lot of NFL facilities to shame. So that probably is part of it. But yeah, I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for some of these things. I think the players, it's a valid concern, valid complaints that they have. And again, I think that there is some effort being made behind the scenes to kind of address some of those things.
How about Howie getting a B and Nick with the A? A little power struggle going on down there.
They love Nick. They do. They love Nick.
Yeah, they love Nick, and Howie
that he bonds with
Howie
him?
talks all the time about he's got to make tough decisions. I think that it's probably if you're a good GM, do you get an A? Do you get an A plus? Like you're gonna have somebody there that's not happy about negotiations that take place and everything else. So that was my read on it. The Jeffrey Lurie grade did surprise me a little bit, but yeah, I think that the Howie one I kind of get. I feel like a good GM has a couple people who probably aren't happy with him.
What was Jeffrey's grade?
It was also a B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, the Howie thing you get, I mean, that's just the cost of you're not winning a popularity contest in a locker room.
Right.
That is for the coaches. Now the best grade, of course, was Vic with the A plus.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all love some Vic.
Yes.
I mean, well deserved, and yeah, you definitely that one was like the least surprising, even though he did get the best grade, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't know if I've spoken. I guess Bryce Huff, is the only player I can think of that would have had a negative thing to say about Vic.
Yeah, no, you're right on. So, but when you look at the Eagles compared to other franchises, they fared well.
Yeah.
You go look at the Bengals.
Yeah, no, I mean, Daniz put out a good like visualization chart. The professor, shout out to him, where you can kind of see, and yeah, the Eagles, they rank relatively well in these things. Outside of those couple things we hit on.
Did you see the Steelers report card? They're getting trashed. They say they have 5 toilets for the entire team. You got 60, 70 guys there. They got 5 toilets.
With the practice squad, you got 69, and then you got a legion of coaches.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah. This is why I love the PA report card, and shout out to Kalen Kaler from ESPN for uncovering it, because they weren't going to put it out this year. It's important, it's that transparency is important, to make sure that these guys are like it's accountability for teams across the league.
All right, so latest on what you heard, scuttlebutt time. AJ's agent's going to ask for a trade. So let's tackle that one first, since it will never end.
Yeah, it really never ends. I've been trying to get a handle on the shades of gray between the agents shopping for a trade. Does that mean he has permission to shop for a trade? I'm not sure on that one quite yet. But I do think, again, it kind of aligns with what Howie Roseman said at the Combine, right? Which is they're willing to listen to offers for him. I saw Jeff McClain put out there that there's some speculation that it would be a first and a second that the Eagles are asking for. I don't think that that's realistic.
No.
I don't think that that's something that they could get back in a deal. I think if you're the Eagles, if you can get a first rounder in the back half of this year's draft, or a conditional pick, or probably just a future first, I think if you're the Eagles, a first is the price. And if you don't get that, you kind of lean further into this thing we've talked about, and it's definitely a sentiment you hear, in Indianapolis, is there is that feeling where it's like, one more year with this group, figure it out, and that was something that I heard about AJ specifically. It's like, bring AJ back for another year, and see what it looks like with this offense, and then you probably have to move on. So I think that there's that desire to have that one more year where they can really keep this window open. But I don't know with AJ.
Well, you got to talk AJ into it. I mean, that's the bottom line, right?
Yeah,
you got to say, dude, let's go, man. Come on, brother. Need you be a part of this thing, and a willful part of it. I want you and Jalen on the same page and all that stuff.
Right.
So that's what it comes down to. Otherwise, it's not worth it.
If I'm AJ, I'm I've been through this with 2 different coordinators.
Well, you're going to sell Mannion. You're going to sell the new look offense.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you got to do.
I know, but
I think that's what it is. There's definitely that energy around Mannion, what Mannion is bringing. And, kind of honestly, I would even say it this way. I think there's an energy about getting out of what they went through last season. I think being separated from the monotony and the inability to get out of that rut. I think the time away has been good for these coaches, just seeing guys out. You can tell that they are energized by the fact that, it's clean slate. It's time to figure it out. I think there's a chance that's the selling. That's the argument for AJ. And I wouldn't close the door on it. I just still think it is more likely than not that it's going to be a seller's market for a receiver like AJ. And because of that, I mean, we've seen what Howie's been able to do in the past in these types of situations. I think they will get the compensation that they want for AJ at the end of the day. So for that reason, I think he could be traded, but I still think there's a path for him to come back and kind of lean into that one final year, depending on how things play out.
Listen, I mean, you need 3 major chess pieces. And you can fill in the rest, but you need 3 major chess pieces, and that is a tackle, a receiver, and of course, I think as paramount is tight end. You got to get a great tight end. Here's the issue. In that offense, you're so reliant upon the tight ends. I mean, look at Chicago. Chicago had 2, and Loveland.
I'm about to say tight ends, plural, right?
Right, and Loveland was a huge piece of that puzzle during their playoff run. I mean, Green Bay, Tucker Kraft was their most prominent weapon, and we know what the Niners and Rams do with tight ends. You got to make sure that you're that's my first order of business, which is why Kenyon Sadiq would be my top choice. He's not going to get there.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get there either. He mentioned he didn't have a meeting with the Eagles yet. I think too much can be made of the formal interviews, but I do think it is still something to take note of. That he hasn't even had the meeting with them yet. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out with Kenyon Sadiq. I'm with you though. I think he's going to go early. And if he's there at 23, it's a no-brainer for the Eagles. I think it's probably the type of situation where you're trying to find, your number one at tight end, either through free agency or with a trade. Like the Eagles have been like loosely connected in a trade with Michael Mayer for like the last 2 years. So, that's somebody to keep in mind here. I mentioned Chiga Okonkwo in free agency. I think you have to find that guy before the draft and try to fill out the room on day 2 and day 3 of the draft.
Yeah, I think you're right. Listen, Mayer will be good. They got Bowers there, so Mayer is very good. I liked him in Notre Dame. I think he's a guy that I think could help. So, I mean, he would be a guy I'd be interested in. What do you think cost is for him?
Honestly, probably I would say probably like an early day 3 pick, right? I don't think you need to do a day 2 pick for him
I
at
don't
this
think
point.
so either. I mean, I don't want
the Raiders.
I
Are
wouldn't
gonna
want to
be
do that.
sellers there.
Yeah,
no, I think it would make sense, and it would honestly, again, it would allow the Eagles the opportunity, because Mayer is like, I at least coming out at Notre Dame, he had the rap of being like at least a solid contributor in the run game, right? So, and that's something I think that they're going to prioritize at tight end this year. Howie Roseman talked about needing to kind of change the way that he views that position. So, I think that would give them the flexibility to then go into the draft and kind of find complementary fits on day 2 and day 3 of the draft there, because I think that they will have, a real good pick. It's a good class at tight end, but you kind of need to wait for those middle rounds to really be able to take advantage of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I there's like the needs, and then like defensively, the edge is a concern. Like that's an area, and we talked about this yesterday about Phillips and the market, which looks really really high for him. So I don't know, dude. Like I got to figure that position is a little bit of a because I love this defense, and I got to make sure that my edge is intact. So that's one where I have to put a real resource into, whether it's money or a pick,
Yeah, no, that's why I figure the Eagles will be, aggressive in trying to keep Jalen Phillips. I just don't know if you're Jalen Phillips and you're hearing the same stuff that we heard in Indy, like you're probably testing the free agency market to see if you can get that 26, 27 average annual salary from a team that, has more money than they expected to be able to spend in free agency. Like I've mentioned, it's a weak free agency class. Phillips plays a premium position. He's got the injury history, but he was healthy last year. So I think some teams might talk themselves into him. So from there, I think it sets up a situation where there's two things at play, where your decision on Nolan Smith might be different if Jalen Phillips walks. And then the other thing to keep in mind is if Jalen Phillips does sign that huge contract, the Eagles are going to go into the comp pick game, right? We've talked about, the Eagles have done this the last few years. If they've got a player, high-priced player signing with other teams, you then don't wade into free agency as aggressively because you're going to get compensatory picks for those players that sign elsewhere. We've seen them do that in the past, and especially with the free agency class being a weaker one, I wouldn't expect the Eagles to make a lot of big money signings, but then you don't necessarily sign an edge to replace Jalen Phillips. I think Bradley Chubb would be one that would make sense because if the Dolphins cut him, he wouldn't count against the comp pick formula. But generally, I do think that kind of has a ripple effect on how you build things out from the rest of the defense, depending on what happens with Jalen Phillips.
Yeah. It's interesting. What are you hearing about Jalen and the like? Where is this? I'm curious about his headspace. He's very quiet. Curious about. Is he excited for this new chapter in his own growth? Like I'm guessing he's enthused and he'll be energized by Mannion.
Yeah, you would imagine so. I don't have a great feel for where Jalen's at with the OC hire, but I do know like from the inverse of it, it was definitely like I would almost call it like a skepticism about how it's going to look with Jalen in this system. And it's in the early stages. I don't think that they have a good handle on exactly what they're going to major in yet. But I do think if you look at McVay Shanahan systems and what they typically ask their quarterbacks to do, it's timing, rhythm, anticipation. That's not Jalen's game. No. So I think they're going to have to figure out how to mesh that. And when Nick talks about we're not going to throw it all away. It's about meshing the two systems. If you're an Eagles fan, you should be hoping that that's less of the route concepts and some of the, the repetitive nature of what we've seen from the Eagles offense, I think you're hoping what that really means is like some of the things that Jalen is great at, whether it's moving the pocket, getting out in space, whether it's, the RPO game. I think that they have to figure out how to mesh those things into the system. So, yeah, I would say, like, again, it's not like a heavy, like, concern, I wouldn't say, but I would say like a skepticism or, sort of like a wait and see how this is going to work around the quarterback. Because if it is a traditional Shanahan McVay system, I don't know how Jalen fits into that. I know that people have always said, like, man, if you drop Jalen into the 49ers offense or the Rams offense, he'd be an MVP candidate. I understand from like a talent perspective, seeing what those other quarterbacks look like in those systems. I understand how you could think that, but if you really dive into what those quarterbacks are asked to do in those systems, it's not Jalen's game.
No,
And
I mean, the ball
that's
has
not
to
necessarily
be out quickly on time. Like everything,
right. Yeah.
There's more precision. Like Jalen is, great at the deep ball, obviously, but he's great as, a point guard, right? Not necessarily a technician. So,
right.
and in those offense, it's all about like your drops have to be precise. Everything's about precision. The ball has to be out you can't be late. But there's been two Eagles quarterbacks that made similar transitions in their history and succeeded in their offenses. The most recent was Michael Vick. And when Vick left Atlanta and did his thing and then did his time and then came here under Andy, and then Chip leaned into it. But Andy really helped him. And he helped him develop. He had a great arm, and he developed him to be more of a quarterback and less just some ultimate weapon. And speaking of the ultimate weapon, same thing happened with Randall. When Randall went to the West Coast offense and he was in Minnesota, I mean, he had that great year. They were 15-1 and lost on the kick. But he had adapted to the offense.
Yeah. And just for the record, that's not to say it's not necessarily like a criticism of Jalen. It's something he needs to work on, but it's also not every quarterback is made for that system. I would honestly, you could make an argument that like Pat Mahomes in that system, he's not a timing and rhythm thrower. He is, a creator. Like you said, he's a point guard. So, it's not to say that he has.
No, he could do anything though. He could
Yeah. But
like I think he's like one of the elite. I think he's the best. I still think he's the best quarterback in the league.
I completely agree. But what I'm saying more like Pat Mahomes isn't like a 3-step drop balls out type of player. So to me, it's not necessarily a bad. Again.
Oh well, that system is born for the average quarterback.
It's built. It's like born for like Brock Purdy, right?
Yes.
Like Matthew Stafford is like the perfect version of that.
Yeah. Well, he's elite, Matt Stafford, because of his arm.
He has all the technique, all the stuff, all the drops, the drop, like the timing, the anticipation, and then he adds the arm talent and the no-look throws and the creativity. He is like the idealized version of it. But again, that's why it's going to be so interesting. And you could sense that when you talk to guys in the building is like, this system hasn't really been run with the collection of personnel that the Eagles have, whether it's the quarterback, whether it's the way the offensive line is built, even like the fact that they've got the 2 1s at receiver. We'll see if that remains, but there is some like fascination about what will it look like with the Eagles version of the personnel here. Like, there's some wrinkles that will kind of naturally come up because of the players they have in place.
Now, it's kind of work with Caleb, right? Like you saw a huge stride with who's a tremendous. Now he's got ridiculous arm talent, but like he had. That's a system that you gotta be on time. You gotta do a lot of different things now, and I think Ben Johnson really helped him a lot. Like he looked really good by the end of the year. He was rolling.
Yeah, and that's, he didn't have a lot of under center experience from his college days, and that's something that Jalen has had to work on. And you have to have enough of the timing throws, enough of the anticipation throws to kind of make the system work. And I think that, that's where the RPO stuff really stands out to me is because, that's one of the few times we've seen Jalen really throw with timing and anticipation is on those RPOs where it's kind of, kind of manufactured for him where he knows where the ball needs to go. So I think that, again, we haven't seen that a lot with McVay Shanahan's systems, but I think if they can find a way to incorporate it, it's going to be huge for kind of like bridging the gap between what Jalen's done and really what Sean Mannion's going to want to major in.
All right, last thing. And I know you got a big piece coming out on Monday where you empty the notebook. That's going to be huge. Everybody, you're going to be diehard. You got to check it out because EJ has some incredible nuggets that he's dropping on Monday. I'll ask you this: your biggest takeaway from Indianapolis?
Yeah, honestly, to me, it's probably the Dallas Cowboys' interest in Nakobe Dean. To me, that one jumped out to me. I think Christian Parker is going to push for him. I think one of Nakobe Dean or Reed Blankenship is going to end up with the Cowboys at this point because they understand the system and Christian Parker understands the value that they bring to a defense, especially Nakobe, the leadership, the sort of like the coach on the field aspect that Nakobe brings. I know Eagles fans have, kind of wrapped their head around the foregone conclusion that Nakobe's going to be more valuable elsewhere. But yeah, I think the Eagles might be seeing more of him than they anticipated because he might stay in division there.
Yeah, that's one I'm worried about because I think he's going to be good. I like Christian Parker a lot, and I think Nakobe's going to be good. I think Reed stays. That's my read on that situation. But I'm with you. I think that's a huge story.
Yeah.
I don't want to face Nakobe. I love that kid.
Yeah, especially Bo saying this on the show yesterday. Like wherever Nakobe goes next, there's a good chance he's remembered for playing for that team, like just from the sense of he might spend a lot of time there. So it's crazy to think about that right now, but I think there is a chance.
I hear you, buddy. All right. Great stuff as always, EJ. Welcome home. Good stuff. Thanks, pal.
Yeah. All right, guys. Talk to you next week.
Here he is, EJ Smith on the Xfinity mobile calling line.
Nice and color coordinated. His hat matched his nice cream coordination going on. You got the cream going on today, too. I missed the memo.
You don't wear that. That's that color you wear.
I can't because I'm too pale.
Yeah.
I look washed out in it.
You blend into the whole thing.
True.
Yeah.
I'm not good in light colors.
No.
I look even more ghostly.
You go, yes, you are. You're an apparition.
yes.
Yes. Count VG is who he is. All right, let's talk about some of our friends, shall we? Let's talk about the BetPark Sportsbook online casino app. It's time to play. Join me now on the app where there's always another way to win. Right now, new casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in the first 24 hours. Plus, you get 250 bonus spins on Good Heavens over the course of 10 consecutive days. Yes, 250 spins, bonus spins. Make your downtime fun time. All the slots you want, Huff and Puff, Cash Eruption. And you play real casino games, right? Blackjack, roulette, craps, you name it, right on your phone. And all your favorite sports, hoops, hockey, baseball around the corner. Can't wait for that. You got to check it out. Download the app where there's always another way to win. You got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Maryland, and Michigan. New Year's is only. Terms and conditions apply. See betparks.com for details. Casino bonus must be wagered. Gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Looking for a car? Looking for a truck? Looking for an SUV? Elkin Chevrolet's got you. Elkin Chevrolet, they're run by three brothers. Real brothers, local guys. They're at the dealership every day making sure everything's going smooth. And right now, they're putting on a President's Day sales event, and the deals are bigger and better than ever. You need a truck? They've got it. Looking for an SUV? They got that too. They got your Silverados. They got the nice Blazers. They got the big, comfortable Suburbans and Tahoes. Every vehicle comes with the kind of service that makes you feel like you're part of the family, because they are a family. But don't wait. These President's Day deals are only there for a short time. Swing by Elkin Chevrolet, Route 73 South in Marlton, New Jersey. Super easy to get to right over the bridge and get in on the deals that are just plain honking good. Elkin Chevrolet, they're real brothers, they're real deals, and they got a whole lot of honking good service. Together, let's drive.
That's kind of like we delivered that. Together, let's drive.
Thanks.
Very good.
Yeah.
NOLA Day today.
Yeah. I'm all in on this.
I mean, here's the
Just
problem.
show me a little bit of speed.
Here's the problem.
Let's
This
hit 93.
is a lot like training camp, right? Like where, keeping stats in training camp and doing all that stuff. Like it doesn't matter, right? Like, so whatever happens today, you can't look into anything.
I mean, if his fastball is at 90, I'm going to be worried.
Well, but here's the thing, is that it's early in the spring.
I know.
He's not fully stretched out. You got to give that chance. You can't look at what his velo is now.
Well, I will be.
I know, but I'm telling you, don't be freaked by his velocity.
I plan to be very pleasantly surprised by his velocity today. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, but you get it. Like
I get it.
It takes time.
I don't want to hear it.
For you to.
I don't want to hear it. I want to see 92,
It takes
93.
time to amp up,
Yeah.
right? To get the velocity on your fastball, you're not just going to show up and just pop, 95. Like
He's been throwing for 5 days. Let's go.
It takes a lot longer than that, buddy. All right. A lot longer than that. All right. What a treat from Indianapolis, where he's ready to go. I'm watching some of the breakdowns. There's no one better. From Turkey to Indy, he is Magellan. Baldy on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line.
Baldy. Oh, let's talk some football. Baldy. Oh, he likes pizza and football. Oh, Baldy.
There he is, the stud. What are you doing, buddy?
Good morning, cuz. I just went over to National Institute for Fitness Sport, worked out, had a little cup of coffee, a little breakfast, getting ready to speak here today in a little while. So, and then head over and watch these, wide receivers and tight ends here today work out.
Yeah, big day for the Eagles because they need receivers and tight ends.
Yes.
So you'll see a lot of those guys in the audience.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's interesting. I remember last year I was here for the tight ends, and, I'm on a flight going back maybe a day later or whatever, and there's Brent Selleck. And so the Eagles sent Selleck. It was a pretty good class for tight ends last year, and they sent Selleck to go interview these guys and talk to them. I mean, one of the guys. I mean, they had their crew there, but I think it wouldn't surprise me to see them, sending some of their former players at some of those positions, and maybe Brent again to go look at these tight ends and see what they see.
Yeah, it's a shame because I know they wanted to come away with a tight end last year. You had Fannin Jr., who they liked a lot. You had Arroyo.
Mason Taylor.
Yeah.
Yep.
And all those guys, they look, they all look good,
It was good class. It was good.
Yeah.
Fannin played great for Cleveland. Yeah. He really, they had a lot of, they were like the freshman class, the rookie class of the league last year, offense and defense. And so running backs, tight end, they really kind of struck some gold, kept their general manager around for another year.
Hey, before we get into some of the prospects and Eagle stuff, the report cards came out for the players, right? So the players give the organizations their report cards. So I want to juxtapose this with when you broke into the league, all right? and what you had to deal with when it came. You actually started in a great place with the Cowboys. Like, they took care of their players. But, like, the creature comforts today as opposed to when you arrived on the scene. So let's go to Indy, because you know Indy. You played in Indy. What was it like there? Let's look at facility.
Well, I mean, if you go all the way back to when I started with the Cowboys, who had won 2 Super Bowls back then in the 70s. If you look at and I came there at the very beginning of the 80s. If you look at the Cowboys, we didn't have a room big enough to put the whole team. We did not have a meeting room where you could put the whole team in. We pulled open dividers, to have the team be addressed by Landry or offensive defense coordinator, whatever. We had one field. We did not have an indoor workout facility. So when it was 100 degrees in Texas, as it so often was in June, July, August, and into September, you worked out in 100-degree heat. We had we had 2 racquetball courts, and they were made of cement block. So in that court, there was blood stains everywhere. If you're playing Randy White in handball, and Randy decided to take a shoulder into you to go get to the ball, you probably got cut against that brick wall. You probably left some blood, in that racquetball court. And everybody played racquetball or handball back then, including the coaches. And so, there wasn't any. So, and, we walked across the street to Kroger to go get lunch or over to Wendy's to go get lunch. Then nobody fed anybody. But when I came to Indy,
Wendy's.
yeah, when I came to Indy, they still weren't, their facilities were better. They're much better now. But, if Tony Siragusa's mom, Rose, lovely Rose, wasn't there, nobody ate a hot meal. Rose would come in there and start making the gravy in the morning, and Tony would leave the meeting and supervise it, and they would feed us pasta. But if Rose wasn't in town, we were eating, fruit out of a basket and then figuring out what you wanted to do for lunch.
How was the bathroom shower situation? Did you have enough bathrooms?
There was no such thing as, we had one jacuzzi in Dallas, one jacuzzi, a one person jacuzzi in the training room. That was it. That was usually full of chicken bones, guys eating their lunch in there, while they're getting some body part, in a jacuzzi or whatever. But it wasn't a whole lot better in Indy. But that was, we weren't, Indy was, they're a great organization, honestly. Like Jimmy Irsay was just taking over when I got there. He was 28 years old. They were in fact, I was talking to people for the Colts yesterday. They're still loyal as can be. Coaches have come and gone, general managers have come and gone. The people that work there, it's like they've got a lifetime card to stay there and work.
Let's go to the Eagles and the great parking lot bubble that you got to do, the vet parking lot. That was your escape from the elements. Yeah.
I don't even remember. Well, we were in the basement, a leaky basement, at the vet, and we shared a shower facility with the Phillies. So like in '93, when the Phillies were going to World Series, there's like Dykstra, there's the group, Dutch, they're all in there. They're in the sauna, they're in the showers. They're reading the same magazines we were reading in the bathroom. Can't really mention some of those names, but it was just a different world, man. And nobody was complaining about it either. That's the thing. Nobody was saying, "Oh, somebody's got it so much better than us." No, nobody knew any better.
No, you didn't know any better. That was the thing. Like, I just think it's a fun exercise to compare and contrast. Yeah. Like the weight room, like you had a bench. I remember seeing it, and it was,
they had one bench. One bench. The room was small. It'd be comparable. I'm in a hotel here in Indy. The hotel here in Indy is 10 times better than what we had. And I never saw it. No, not that Reggie could do whatever he wanted. There's never been another Reggie. But I never saw Reggie work out in that weight room once. The whole year, 1992, my last year with them. Like, I never saw him ever step into the weight room.
That's wild.
He's the most dominant player in the NFL for 10 years. I never saw him step into the weight room.
That's nuts. And then food-wise, when you were with the Eagles, I know Celebrezze would send pies down. You get cheesesteaks from Oregon State.
Cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't, nobody was being fed by anybody back then. Maybe the Cowboys started it. Maybe some teams started having, obviously when they built NovaCare, nobody gets treated better. I don't know what the report card is this year. But, I can't imagine a team treating their players better than what the Eagles do now.
I know Brayman. I don't know if you were there then, but Brayman charged guys for socks.
Yeah. It was nobody was getting any, Herschel was on our team, and we had Reggie. We had some star power. Randall. I don't think anybody was going into the equipment cage and going, "Hey, I need a jersey to sign for a kid here." That's having a hard time. Like, nobody was giving anything out to anybody.
Was there no daycare? Do you hear we just learned the Eagles we're upset that there's no daycare here for the families and their kids.
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
You didn't have any daycare back then?
No, we didn't have any daycare. I guess I can't even imagine. That's just so far fetched for me that they bring the kids into the facility with them, and they got a daycare facility. Like, I just thought it was a place to go concentrate, and got locked in for the game plan or whatever it was that we were doing.
Yeah, where did you guys have all your meetings?
We would have them. We would have them down in the locker room. Everything was done in the locker room. Upstairs.
Yeah.
Harry Gamble was the president back then. We always thought there was the upstairs. The suits.
Yeah.
And Norman. No, I don't know if Norman was ever there, but he was running his car company down in South Florida. But like, I never. When Jeffrey Lurie came, like, he went upstairs. He came in 1994, I think. He was upstairs, but nobody went upstairs. Nobody took the elevator up there. I signed a contract up there one time after the first year I was with Philly, and went up, met with Harry, and no lawyers, no agents, nothing. I mean, we just came to an agreement on a deal. It took me 5 minutes to look at the agreement. This is the bonuses. This is what we can offer you. I signed the deal right there.
And the only thing they had, I could imagine,
we had one payphone, cuz we had a payphone, and so there's no cell phones, right? So, if a guy was calling his girlfriend because he didn't want his wife to know, whatever, like all those kind of things that happen, they were on the payphone right outside the locker room.
Yeah, like if Wes Hopkins had some issues going on, perhaps.
Those are pretty legendary games, when the wife and the girlfriend kind of saw each other at the vet there. That was more interesting than usually. Those fights were more interesting than the games.
All right. Scuttlebutt with the Eagles. Obviously, AJ's the biggest story, and his agent's going to ask for a trade, the whole thing. It is interesting when you look at their offense, right? Because if assuming Goddard leaves, and there's got to be a market for him, you got no tight ends, and you'll have Devontae Smith. So, and you're putting in this new offense that is tight end heavy, right? Like, that you need a tight end to make it work.
You look at what Green Bay was doing when Tucker Kraft was healthy.
Right.
And Musgrave, like all the guys they had three. They did a lot of 13 personnel, but Tucker Kraft was before he got hurt this year, he was literally the breakout player of the league. He was having a phenomenal season before the injury, and he was on, I don't know, I'm not going to say a record pace because I don't know what, quite frankly, what Tony Gonzalez, these guys put up in this league, or Kelsey or whatever. But he was in a great category of receiving tight ends.
So what are you what are you hearing about them? What are you hearing about the whole Mannion? Like, you're now in circles. You're doing your steakhouses at night and seeing guys. What's the word on the Eagles on the street?
I think everybody's kind of waiting and seeing, to be honest with you, cuz I only been here one day, so I talked to other people about different things. I didn't talk to anybody in Philly. Their box is right down from the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they're kind of in and out, going back and forth. They know a lot of guys went to Pittsburgh from Philly with Andy Weidel and whatever. So there's a little back and forth there. I haven't really pried into it, but I've imagined. We saw, not just do we see 10 head coaching changes, but Sean Payton's not calling plays right now. There's a lot of changes going on in this league about play calling. Washington Commanders changed their, Cliff Kingsbury's out. Dallas has a new defense coordinator. I think everybody that goes through a change, even if it's not the head coach, like in Philadelphia, anytime you go through a change and new players, new people come in installing new ideas, I think there's always a transition period, and I don't think anybody wants to label it at this point, in late February, what it's going to look like. I don't think anybody knows what it's going to look like. How much influence does Sirianni have on it? How much influence does the new offensive line coach, Chris Cooper, have on it? And what's that going to look like? Is there going to be a lot of pin and pulls? Is it going to be power? Is it going to be a zone scheme? Like, I don't particularly know right now. I know some of the guys up in Green Bay, some of the offensive linemen up there, Rasheed Walker's a friend of mine, whatever. I know some of the guys up there, but I haven't really picked their brain about, what they're looking to do and how that might transfer here to Philly, because some of it might change from what LaFleur did in Green Bay.
Yeah, yeah, and look, I mean, obviously, where they pick at 23 looks like there's going to be a cluster of tackles. I've been saying this, but I don't think Sadiq will be anywhere near 23. I think he's going to go well before that. Who's the best tight end in the draft? Who I would love, but it looks like you're going to be looking at tackle. What did you think of the defensive guys yesterday?
Well, they ran off the charts, and so what you're seeing, and
Yeah, I saw
we saw it
Reese.
last year
Yeah.
with Nicky Manwari. What we're seeing is just, and we saw it with Micah Parsons and Abdul Carter. Like, we're seeing these guys that played off the ball inside linebacker. They rushed on the outside. Where do you want to put them? We saw it with Jalen Walker last year. We're seeing like the evolution of real positionless football. And so you look at Sonny Styles. I mean, the guy's running a 4.47 at 245 pounds.
Yeah, I saw
And he
that.
played 4 years at Ohio State. And he's a converted safety. I mean, the guy blew it up yesterday. David Bailey ran a 4.5 yesterday at 251 pounds. Like, his first step quickness, it's like, I don't want to compare anybody to Von Miller. Von Miller came in this league, second pick in the league, and he's built a Hall of Fame resume. He's not done playing. He loves to play. But he still is he led the Commanders with 9.5 sacks last year. So I don't want to put anybody in Von Miller's category, but like, from a standpoint of height, weight, speed, it's kind of like what Von Miller was. Now, like I said, I don't want to compare him, but the way those guys ran yesterday off the edge, like, it's pretty impressive, the speed. Now, the defensive tackle position, I don't know that there's no Jalen Carter in this draft. There's probably no Jordan Davis in this draft. Like, Caleb Banks, out of Florida, who got hurt the second game this year, I think against LSU, if I remember correctly. But regardless, I mean, he's played 1 year at Florida, and he flashed in that year, 2024, but he's 6'6". He's 330 pounds. He's got 35-inch arms. Like, he tested well. Like, I don't know what he could become, but I know if I was a defense line coach, I'd want to work with him because I think there's a lot there. Now, is he going to go in the first round? He's not. But somebody's going to take him on his measurables, and what he can be.
Yeah, his body is, like you said, like, that's a kid you go, wow, he's got to be good. But it's interesting, the edge guys, there's some really good edge guys, man. Like that.
Yeah,
that's
like,
what
is
scares
Arvell
me.
Reese,
Like,
is he an edge guy?
if I'm
Is
Dallas,
Reese an edge
like,
guy?
I'm
David Bailey?
Yeah.
Cassius Howell. I mean, R. Mason, at Oklahoma. Like, you could go through the list of these guys. R. Mason
I mean,
Thomas.
I know they talk about Bain being T-Rex, but I mean, come on, that kid's a player.
Well, I mean, we all watched the national championship game, and he was the best player in the field. And he lined up everywhere. He reminds me a lot of Brandon Graham when he came out. Like, Brandon Graham was always an undersized guy, but powerful, smart guy, great career.
Yeah.
Not a Hall of Fame career, but
Good
he'll be
base.
in the Ring of Honor one day for the Philadelphia Eagles. He'll be one of their greats. I don't know if he's even done playing, but he reminds me of Brandon Graham. It might be a little bigger, a little thicker than Brandon. I think he weighed in at 265 or 66 yesterday.
I think he's got a good
Probably-
base, Bain. I do.
But like, he was coached by Jason Taylor,
Yeah.
the last 3 years. Mario Cristobal went down there. He runs a pro style, system. Like, all those kids are going to benefit by the way they got coached. Nobody's sitting on their helmets. Nobody's sitting out there in walkthroughs in the spring. Nobody. Like, it was, I think I said it when I went down to the spring practice last year. Like, they got after it. Like, Bain's going to come into this league and he's going to look at these NFL practices and go, man, I could have a part-time job compared to what we did at Miami.
So, quarterbacks throw tomorrow, and there's a lot of talk that the Eagles could move on could trade McKee. I don't think they're in a hurry, but it keeps it's out there about it. And then draft a quarterback. There's not a lot of guys out there. Like, you got Anthony Mendoza. Like, I'm a Nussmeier. Like, I love the kid. I love his arm. I love his, like his dad. I like those kids that are like, father.
His brother's a big time. His brother is coming out this year, high school. I saw his brother at football camp last year. His brother's 6'5". So, I mean, he's got everything it takes. It looks like now he's just getting ready to go to school, but his dad was out there coaching him. No, look at Garrett's. Look, he's played a lot of big time games. Did not play great this year. No question about it. He's had some big moments at LSU. big time program, obviously. I talked to him at the Senior Bowl this year. He's a great kid. I've known him since high school. We were all at the same camp with Caleb and Jaden, and Drake, back in the day, Drake May, 5 years ago. And yeah, I put him in a film room 5 years ago. He knew coverages, how to attack coverages, route combinations. Like he knows what he's doing. He's not the biggest guy, cuz like his frame
Nah.
kind of
Was he like
me.
6'1"?
Yeah, maybe six, maybe not even 6'1". We'll see what if he's 6 foot and change, it won't surprise me. But we'll give him 6'1". But it's not a big frame, And so Jalen is that size, but Jalen's built like a tank, And so I don't want to write him off because of his height, but it does matter. It does come into play.
Who are you looking for to see and throw? Like, I look at Simpson. I'm not in love with him. I never liked Beck. I don't know. I mean, Aller's interesting in that he's got arm talent, but like we know about his career, I'd be interested to see.
He got
if
hurt
goes
this
to
year.
the right spot, it gets developed.
Well, he's a big, strong kid, and I saw him at the pro day last year when I was at State College, and he was throwing just on his own to some of the receivers that came out of Penn State, and it's an impressive arm.
Yeah.
Now, the career wasn't great. In big games, he wasn't great. We know that track record, but he does have talent, and so he's going to get drafted. I don't know where. Pav is, like he's just short, man. Diego, he's just like I know he played well at Vandy and he had some big games, but honestly, like he just doesn't look like he's got the size. I feel like I'm watching Dylan Gabriel.
Yes.
With the right-handed delivery.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
built a little bit, maybe built a little stronger.
Yeah.
But regardless, like I don't know, like there's not a lot of 6 foot quarterbacks and under 6 foot quarterbacks that are good players in this business.
No, I mean you need like a howitzer. Like you got to have extraordinary arm talent because you're gonna have to do deep drops and you got to be able to move a little bit too. So I'm with you. Like that's kind of like I look at that class and talk about home. There's nobody.
No,
really
look, it's not a great class, Gus. And the thing that's happened now is now going forward, we could get Bo Nix with 61 starts, right? Back in a couple of years ago, we could get these kids that had a lot of starts. Caleb had a lot of starts at Oklahoma, USC. Like, I don't know if we're going to get kids with 40 or 50 or 60 starts anymore. And that matters. You're not going to get 4-year kids, I don't think. You might get a 3-year kid that played 2 years and in 2 different or 3 different programs. So you're seeing these kids bounce, which isn't the worst thing in the world because they got to learn new systems. And there's some benefit to it. But, learning a playbook and being able to all that stuff. But, I'm just not going to see a lot of kids that have played a lot of games right now.
I don't know. It's interesting. I do think, guys are staying. And, I just think there's not as the talent level, the high talent level for the league. I think there's a lot of good college quarterbacks is kind of what, and even when you look at the landscape, there seems to be a lot of good college quarterbacks. It's rare, man, to be able to, to be.
Well, everybody's still looking for the next Brock Purdy too,
Yeah.
And so you can't just like write everybody off because, Kyle Shanahan will tell you that 3 weeks into camp of his rookie season, he knew he was better than Trey Lance, who was the second or third pick in the draft.
Yeah.
And so, there's a lot that goes into it besides height, weight, speed. Sometimes it's just processing ability and an above average arm strength like Brock has, and just literally just knows how to layer a football in the middle of the field just about as well as anybody. So, you're always looking for, but he played a lot of games at Iowa State, for Matt Campbell. So, like, I just don't know how many prospects there are. It looks like a very thin class, cuz.
Yeah. All right, what's on the tap for tonight? Steakhouse tonight?
Steakhouse tonight for sure. I got to speak today on this panel to these kids, and that's going to be fun. And I think we start at 3:00 today. So I'll probably be there to the end and probably head over sometime around 8:00, something like that. Whenever they wrap up today, I'm going to watch all these tight ends, see how they run. see how they catch. See if
Yeah,
there's
that's gonna be good. That's a
out
big day, man. I love a Baldy breakdowns from today. It'll be big.
Yeah, and
today's
honestly, like
Friday.
a lot of these, like I'm looking at yesterday's chart
Yeah.
of defensive tackles and edge rushers, linebackers, and honestly, like I'm just starting. Like I'll be back at NFL Films on Sunday, and I'm literally doing 12 hours a day. So I'm just taking a position group and just going 12 straight hours.
Well,
Each
save
day.
the tight ends, receivers, edge guys. I'll come over. Let me know.
I'll tell you one guy. I don't know what he is yet. If he is just a slot receiver, or if he can really win it. But I just like this kid Casey Concepcion from Texas A&M. I know you're not high. I could tell, but there's something about that kid. Like he's gritty and tough. He actually, like he's built a lot like Devontae. Now he's not Devontae Smith. Okay, like I'm not saying that, but he's built like that. Like tall, lean, thin, can run. He's going to run probably in the 4.3s. I don't know. There's something to
I
that
know.
kid. They have the greatest
Listen,
quarterback.
somebody else liked him. I'm trying to think who was it. Fran, maybe
Yeah,
liked him.
Franny.
And there's a couple other guys. Like I like Craver. Cravers was on that team. They had 3 receivers, right?
Yes, they did.
And I think he benefited from that. Like, I think he's a good kid, but I think they're like Craver's the kid out of those 3 that I like the most. But,
all right. Well, I'm literally going there like the old Latin saying. I'm just going in there tabula rasa.
Yeah.
Clean slate and all these kids. I want to see them move. We really don't see much of a release from these kids, so you're not really sure how that's going to work out. You got to go back and study the tape and see just the corners that they went against. But I do want to just go in there with an open mind here today and really just watch.
Yeah, that's good.
Watch all the drills.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, brother, enjoy. It's Friday, so fish on the menu today. All right.
It's not really. Yes, I will honor my my Catholic code here today during our Lenten season, which probably is not the best idea to head over to Elmo's here tonight.
No, save that for tomorrow night.
Might wait that for lunch tomorrow.
Yes. Okay. Great stuff, brother. We love you.
All right, cuz.
All right, see you when you get back.
I'll talk to you next week.
There he is, Baldy, out in Indy. Coming up, Mikey G. Oh, that's great. Mikey G. Let's not waste any time. We got to take care of some business, talk about our friends, and shortly thereafter, Mike Garafolo, all the news flowing through him coming next.
Hey, let's talk about Ashley Furniture. I love Ashley Furniture. Now's your chance to transform your home for 2026 with great offers on your favorite looks at Ashley's New Year sale. Discover hot buys for every room in your house starting at just $299, and you can ring in the new year with new styles today and pay over time with 60 months special financing on in-store purchases. Don't miss out. Shop the season's must-have looks at Ashley's New Year sale because we just love Ashley Furniture.
Let's talk about my friends from Xfinity. I love my Xfinity. What if I could tell you, what if I said to you, you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi, and what if I told you keep the price the same for 5 years? That's right, the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Imagine Wi-Fi that makes everything in your home work together, that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense that lets you stream the game even when the whole family's online. That's my problem, all right? I got 2 kids. I got my wife, all right? And I need no interruptions. That's why I love my Xfinity. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and Xfinity's best equipment included. Take it from me. A lot can change in 5 years. Championships are won, records are broken, but your Wi-Fi, it should stay reliable. Lock in your price and unlock possibilities with Xfinity. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply.
Hey, let's talk about Ashley Furniture. I love Ashley Furniture. Now's your chance to transform your home for 2026 with great offers on your favorite looks at Ashley's New Year sale. Discover hot buys for every room in your house starting at just $299, and you can ring in the new year with new styles today and pay over time with 60 months special financing on in-store purchases. Don't miss out. Shop the season's must-have looks at Ashley's New Year sale because we just love Ashley Furniture.
On the Xfinity mobile call-in line, Mikey G. He had that Howie Roseman look on that last one. That's a good
Yeah.
look. He's got
Yeah,
glass sunglasses,
Yeah,
and a long coat.
Oh, he's super cool looking in that.
What's up, brother?
What's happening? Hey, I see your Wawa mug there. I got the care package. I gotta take a picture of everything. You guys took care of me. Love it.
Good.
Got all the entire chronological mugs of all the logos. You guys, I got a couple of T-shirts. I think you got a gift card in there. You done me nice. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, listen. We love you, and we love our Wawa.
Yeah.
Right to it.
As I drink my Starbucks. Sorry, there's no Wawas out here in Indy.
Nah, all good. All good. I got you. AJ's the top story. I mean, like the agent's asking for a trade. What are you hearing?
The agent's asking for a trade. Has anybody reported that officially?
That's kind of like the word. At least our Eagles.
Has anybody
people
reported
say.
that officially? That's why I phrased it that way.
Yeah.
What is I don't know that he's gone, and I asked. I lean more toward him coming back right now. I do.
Wow.
I'm not.
That's great.
I'm trying to remember what I answered last time. I think I told you.
Well, it's just such a long week. I'm so tired of the freaking story. But listen,
it's kind of an important story, though.
What's that?
It's kind of an important story, though. So it's like
it is.
They're going to have to be blown away. That's the way I'll phrase it. Somebody's going to have to come strong to make it happen. And it's not just me, because a lot of times if you see that, it's like, oh, what's the team telling him? They want him to set the price, put that out there and let teams know. That hasn't come from them, but it's come from the whole circle. His agent's here. I haven't talked to him extensively, but I told him that I got the sense that I feel like he might come back. He didn't tell me I was wrong. He didn't tell me I was right, but it's kind of where I am right now.
See, to me, it's less about the Eagles and more about him, because you want him engaged, like you want him excited to be here.
Yeah.
With the new offense.
Now, I've told you this. The communication has been good. Between him and the team, and he talks to Nick regularly. I believe he talks to Howie regularly. I know he talks to Dom regularly. That's a big part of this whole deal, and that's as important as anything else.
I know that. Dom loves him to death.
Dom loves him. A lot of people love him.
The whole team, his teammates love him, but that's not the guy he needs to talk to on the reg.
Yeah. So, the problem is those are not the two that are going to decide whether or not he gets traded, right? It's not like you put them in a room and you come out and you tell us what it is. It's still going to have to be, can these two coexist? And if he does come back, will there be enough positive energy? I do know a lot of people feel like Mannion's offense is going to be good for him, that they really think like he's going to excel in that. The sell is that it's going to be good for Jalen as well. And when he was under center last year and the play action and that kind of stuff, that he did well with that stuff. Okay, smaller sample size. Now it's going to have to be a bigger one. So I talked to a coach, a non-affiliated coach with any of this stuff. Okay, and that person said there'll be guardrails. I don't. It's gonna keep him. It's gonna put him in a position to succeed. It's not gonna ask too much of it. It's not going to ask over, it's going to be the kind of stuff that he says that offense is actually going to be good for Jalen. So that's going to be the conversation, regardless of whether AJ's there. I lean toward back at this point.
Yeah, listen, I think it'd be good for Jalen too. I mean, the only thing he's got to worry about, to me, is just being on time. Making sure precision, making sure his feet are right, and you got to be on time. And the answers are spelled out for you in that offense.
Right. And that's why the processing thing has to be. Look, I remember the opener, right? Remember the opener against Dallas? They win the game. He runs for a ton of yards. He wasn't pulling the trigger, right? And it was like, I'd rather not make a mistake. obviously you want the best read with the guy wide open and him comfortable, but like he's going to have to be a trigger man. It's going to have to come out in this offense. And again, that'll be the story for the offseason into training camp. We're going to have to get out there and see what that looks like in game simulated situations into potentially if they even play him in the preseason. So that's going to be our storyline on him this entire offseason, the timing, everything you're talking about right there, and whether he looks comfortable in it or not. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be a good storyline.
You sat with Nick Sirianni. What was Nick like? What did you glean from Nick?
At that point, Nick was extremely tired because I was his last interview, and it's like he had a 25-minute interview before that they thought was only going to go for like 10. And it's like, hey, you got 5, quick, go. But he was great. I mean, I don't know how many more of these coaches we're going to see at the combine moving forward, to be honest with you. I think a lot of guys are starting to get frustrated with the lack of productivity here and that they can be more productive at home. And teams like the Jaguars and the Rams have sort of been ahead of the curve with that. Now, Andy, so Andy didn't come because Andy, for health reasons, for his knee or whatever.
He got his knee replaced.
Yeah, and so he was at home watching everything on virtually, and apparently it felt like he was. So he may not see him here in the future. I think a lot of guys are not going to come here, and I think I wouldn't be surprised if Nick Sirianni's in that boat moving forward as well. Because he did a ton of media, and it's not like he accomplished a whole lot that day. And you could do even your interviews here are not the same as your interviews when you bring a guy to the facility. You bring a guy to the facility, you get him for an extended period. Here, it's like speed dating.
Yes.
And that's not good for coaches that are really in this day and age truly trying to get to the core of what a guy's about.
Yeah, no, I could totally see that. And remember, the thing morphed into more of a media event around it than it used to be.
Right. Which is why that day he had interview after interview after interview. And, the podium session, plus they did the session with the reporters down there beforehand, which totally, I mean, it's good PR, right? There you go, Bob Lang. There's your shout out. But it's good PR because all the questions that needed to be asked from the locals. I mean, we were like 4 or 5 questions into Howie, maybe even longer. That may have been about 10 before he was finally asked about AJ because he'd already been asked about it. And so it's a lot of media around this thing, which is good. It gets the conversation going for us. This is really the start of the offseason. This is the start of, free agency into the draft. And if guys don't start coming, that may change the whole face of this event, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, you're right on. But you did sit with Howie, and this is the Xfinity big takeaway. Mike Garafolo on the scene in Indianapolis. What was your big takeaway from Howie?
Well, it was certainly with regard to the AJ situation. I do believe that he was setting the tone for, again, if he returns, that it's going to be a productive thing and a guy that they appreciate and a guy that they're going to want to put in a position to succeed and feel better about things. I mean, that's the way that was the gist of him talking about him as a good player and the guy that you don't want to trade away and the guy that's a big part of everything. And you don't get better by trading away good players. So the same line, it's almost like he's been saying the same line, but I've been reading the tone of it. And honestly, when he said it at his end of season press conference, and I said this to you, I'm like, he didn't say it with his chest the way that he said it at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, sort of felt a little different here. So I think in the sense that he's gotten maybe in the brief conversations he's had with teams to this point, and whether or not the dynamic can work, that was more or less what I was looking for. And again, I had to wait 10 questions in before we got there.
Is there going to be a market for Goddard?
I think he's back. There'll be a market. Yeah, there'll be a market. I mean, I think he could be back in Philly, no doubt. Hang on a second. But I mean, there's work to be done. I'm not saying it's imminent by any stretch.
I mean, because it felt like, or again, that he's going to get something elsewhere. So they need. And you're going to run that offense. You need You need tight ends, and right now they have none on.
No,
the,
I
on
think
the
I
roster.
think yeah, but I'm not closing the door on him returning at all. It's not like they've got this stable of tight ends or whatever. So I think they talked here. They're going to continue to talk over the next week or so, and there's going to be interest elsewhere in him on this tight end market, which is not. I mean, Pitt's got franchise is a different type of deal, but it's not the strongest of the free agent classes. So there'll be interest, but. I know he likes it there, and I know that was a big factor beforehand too, as well.
Does Mayer get traded?
I'm sorry, who?
Mayer, Michael Mayer.
That's going to be discussed, and teams are calling, so we'll see.
I liked him Notre Dame, and obviously you got Bowers, so
Bowers,
and it's kind of repetitive, so. He's a guy that I would look at have interest. Especially
that's one of the guys we're watching. I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah, because the draft, I mean, outside Sadiq, you don't have.
Let me tell you about Sadiq, by the way.
I love Sadiq.
Blowing people away in interviews, blowing them away.
I love the kid.
Like walking into interviews and explaining exactly what everybody else's assignment is, which at the tight end position, yeah. Dude, I got
a buddy of mine in Oregon, and he was like, tell me all about the kid. I'm like, I love this kid. Oh my God, he'd be great. There's no way he's lasting.
Doesn't sound like it, especially after this weekend.
Oh man.
I one guy says the best interview he ever had. So
wow.
So add that to what you're seeing with your eyes, and you know what that means.
Oh man. What about Nakobe to the Cowboys? Like with Christian Parker there, he loves Nakobe. I mean, I could see that as a really good fit. Unfortunately,
I could see that, and I am. You asked me about Goddard. I am 100% convinced that Nakobe Dean is hitting the market and is headed elsewhere. That is my stance and belief as of right now, and I don't see anything that's going to change that. So yeah, there'll be a familiarity factor to this with wherever he winds up, and that'll be. Ask me to make a short list. They'll be on it.
Did you talk to Christian Parker?
I did not. No, that's one guy I did not see while I was out here. It's always, you have, when you're here, you have 500 conversations.
Yeah.
And there's still 150 more that you didn't have. That you're like, damn, I can't believe I didn't see that. But it's impossible.
Yeah. No, I know. Do you think Reed Blankenship is back?
I don't know.
Yes. No, I don't.
I don't know. I mean, I lean yes, but I don't know. I'm gonna go with yes at this point. They've got to come up. They've got to have, more substantive talks. See you, Russ. They've got to have more substantive talks than they've had to this point. But yeah, I can see him back. It makes sense. I mean, you can't break up the podcast, right?
No. Jalen Phillips.
Jalen Phillips. That's an interesting one.
It feels like his market is sky high.
Do you give people the password to your account? Because you're tweeting right now while I'm on with you, like our clips.
Oh yeah,
But you give them your phone, or they have the password to the account.
They have the password to the account.
So I know that person is somebody you're going to trust there, right there.
Yes.
That's because we don't just give that up unless we know that's a made man right there.
Yes. Yes. That would be Ben. Ben loves you too. He's like,
there you go, Ben.
Is Garafolo coming? It's coming on. It's Ben. I love Ben. Like, he's a football guy. Ben did social media for the Packers.
Really?
Yeah, he's a great football guy. I love him. And
speaking of football guys, I'm gonna answer Jalen Phillips. But speaking of football guys, why aren't you here? Why can't we get you here? Like, this event is made for you.
Dude, I forever before there was a Radio Row and all the media was there, I wanted to go. The Eagles were going to bring me. Like when I was at WIP and the Eagles, because I did a couple trips with Howie when I was doing Howie's show. And in fact, my claim to fame, which I love, Mikey, is Howie had a meeting with Christina there was a big producer in LA that they had to sit with. He's like, dude, do me a favor. Can you cover USC and UCLA's practice? I'm like, yeah. Right. So we were out there all week. So I did two USC practices and a UCLA practice. And Sark was it Sark? Yeah. Sarkisian was the coach at USC at the time. And I loved it. I got to cover practice. I wrote my report. He was like, this is one of the best reports I've ever. I went crazy on the report. Every player I looked, I talked to every coach. I mean, so I love that stuff, man. Like, that's my favorite.
And then on top of that,
working together.
And on top of that, there's a lot of hugging and handshaking going on here, and a lot of good meals. Like,
I know.
I can't think of a better event for you.
I know.
I've heard some big numbers on Jalen Phillips, which now, like, some of this stuff, like the numbers that are coming out, because nobody's talking numbers. Like, there's not a lot of substantive meetings here because you've got a week now between the combine and free agency. Used to be deals were getting done. Albert Haynesworth was sitting with Dan Snyder. Albert Haynesworth's agent was sitting with Dan Snyder in St. Elmo's in the middle of everything for everybody to see. That deal got done there because the free agency was right around the corner. Now, agents are like, they're asking us for numbers. I'm not telling them numbers because that doesn't do me any good. And they're not giving me anything. So it's more of a feeling out type thing. But I have heard when you start to talk to people about the range of Jalen Phillips, it's like young pass rusher, a lot of money. Now, I do know that the Eagles have budgeted a lot of money for the pass rusher position, whether it's going to be him or somebody else. So I know they're going to try, and they're going to have those conversations with him to try to get it done. But if he thinks he's got a big payday elsewhere, it may not work out.
Yeah, no, I like him. I like the kid a lot. Again, he had a big splash early, kind of leveled off a little bit.
He did. Yep.
So I'm not sure. What did you make of the grades that were out from the teams? The report cards on each of the franchises.
I haven't really dived in. I just saw quickly it's not something that's going to make Good Morning Football or the Insiders. So I really spent a whole lot of time on that.
Oh, that's
but
great.
I saw the Eagles got an F for travel. Listen, here's what I'll say. Anything that comes in to that building on that end will be addressed. I can't say that about 32 buildings.
Yeah.
I can't say that about 75% of 32 buildings. But the Eagles know that the way that they operate business and some of the facilities that you go to, and you're like, the stadium is great. And then the facility, it's like, this is where you spend so much more time.
Yes.
Than you do at the stadium. Like,
and now nobody goes away for training camp, right? So you spend even more time there.
Right. Now they're doing their renovations to the facility. The Giants are doing it as well. A lot of teams are doing it to upgrade their facilities as best they can. I urge all the owners out there. I know sometimes you want to save money in certain areas, but that I would not do. You want your players to be happy and successful.
Well, especially since they're coming from these colleges where the facilities are just ridiculous, right? Like
on that booster money.
Oh my God, these are like palaces. All these schools have this incredible stuff. Who's caught your eye so far? Yesterday, the defensive guys.
Yeah, I mean, Sonny Styles showed out, man. Those are some ridiculous numbers, obviously.
Yeah.
David Bailey. David Bailey's interesting because
I love Bailey.
He's like just naturally gifted. Now he works out. He does. He works hard. But somebody was like, yeah, he just shows up in his dunks and he starts working out and it's like otherworldly. And he's like, cool, peace, I'm out. And he's not, he's a great kid. It's apparently all about football. So.
I think the kid's a player, man. I mean, I love that kid. It's interesting because Bain was interesting because everybody kept talking about his lack of arm length.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the kid's a player. Like, the kid's got a good base.
Yeah, but I just had this conversation with Baldy. It's like, we poo-pooed the Will Campbell arm length thing, and then it sort of showed up this year, right? Now, I did have some people say, no, his struggles weren't just about arm length. It was a factor in there, but it was more technique and that kind of stuff. But it's easy for us to be like, well, the guy's just didn't play. There's a reason that they look at certain things. There's a reason why sometimes athletically they fall in love with guys that aren't great football players. You got to kind of find you got to weigh everything, basically. So it'll be something that'll be discussed and analyzed and talked about inside facilities. I have no doubt about it.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I know you got a meeting, buddy.
Yep.
So we appreciate it always. Great stuff, man. This is awesome. Where are you eating tonight? It's Lent.
No, I'm out of here. I'm going to the airport. I am out of here.
Quarterbacks. You're not going to watch quarterbacks?
I watch them from home.
Yeah.
Listen, the budget is what the budget is. Ain't that right, Wertz?
I got you.
Wertz? The budget is what the budget is. I'm not budgeted for 3 more days to be here, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. But you are here all weekend, and you are producing the finest combine coverage anybody has ever seen. That's Chris Wertz, ladies and gentlemen.
I love it. What's up,
There it
brother?
is. That's a man at work right there.
I wish I was out there looking at I love the quarterback day. It's my favorite.
Next year.
I'm on your couch on the suite. So appreciate it. Love you, brother. Be safe coming home. I'll talk to you.
You got it. See you guys later, Ben.
Ben is awesome. Ben, Ethan, Ben, and of course the Queen, Jules,
VG
killing it. VG's always great.
That's good news. Garafolo tells us Reed's coming back, Goddard's coming back, AJ's coming back.
I hadn't heard that because everybody I talked to was like, man, I don't think he's gonna. Because last year there was really no market that materialized for him.
Yeah.
And people think there's going to be a market because it's not a great tight end class. I don't know. Like, I love Goddard, so I'm down with bringing Goddard back.
That is one of the misplays by Howie. I think last year they screwed up the tight end. I know the guy didn't fall the way they wanted to, but
I mean, that's true though. They had. I know they loved Fannin Jr. Right?
Yeah.
Mason Taylor, who I loved, Arroyo, who went up, looked good, got hurt, but looked good. Barner was the man in Seattle, obviously. But like there were guys there. None of them. It just didn't. I mean, Campbell. Listen, Campbell falls there. You gotta take Campbell. Like I know. Nakobe. You didn't know Nakobe was going to come back from that injury and look that good.
And I don't think
because that was an injury that you get. A lot of times you don't come back fully 100%.
Yeah, and I love Nakobe, but I don't think he just doesn't stay healthy. He's got issues.
Well, that's what I'm saying about Campbell. I like Jihad.
Yeah.
Man. I just thought Jihad was, and that kind of changed a lot of the
Second
direction.
round, I mean, later on, I think there were some moves they could have
They
gotten.
were the safety thing.
Yeah.
Well, that played into it.
Yeah.
Right? Like where you got your safety, because that was the other position that they had to come away with.
Mm-hmm.
You know? All right. Got to take a quick TO. We'll come right back. We got some nugs. Danny D's on the way. We'll talk to Danny D coming up. We got all kinds of things happening. TV Todd on a Friday. Love our Fridays. That was good football talk.
Oh, yeah.
EJ, Baldy, Mikey.
Don't get no better.
Next year, I'm there. Jules, I'm in Indy next year. All right?
Yeah. We're in Indy.
You want to go?
I want to go to a steakhouse, order fish.
No, you're not even a pescatarian.
I dabble in some fish.
You dabble. Well, you're
Yeah.
really
Gotta get the omega.
Well, you're truly
omega-3 oils.
Well, you're truly a bean guy.
I love the beans.
Like you're a
I
beansman.
got tons of garbanzo, black, kidneys,
You know,
navies.
your violation's bean.
Yeah.
I have to say, we've gotten along a lot better today than yesterday.
Well, when we started the show, someone put an over-under on how soon you're going to say you want to punch me. They said it 9.5 minutes. And then they're like, oh, Cuz seems like he got a gummy or something. They're like, take the over, take the over.
Well, you haven't been tweaking today.
It's a great day. It's Friday. We
Right.
made it through the week. The sun's out. It's going to be 50.
Right, we had
got
2 wins last night.
Feeling great.
Like the 2 wins. Like the Flyers game from Wednesday night put me I was in a bad mood.
Yes.
And I was not into the shenanigans. And then we got into the whole masculinity talk before the show. That set me off a little bit. And then you love to you're like the king poker.
I do like
you
to
have
poke.
you're good at poking the fire, stoking it.
Yeah. My grandma would say that.
Yeah.
You're an agitator.
Yes.
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
You are. That's why you love what did you love earlier? The AJ stuff, all the
Oh, yeah.
you love that stuff.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. The Flyers with Taka.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Blowing up Taka's who knows why Taka.
I was going to do that as a nug, but that would have irritated you. I did not put that as a nug. The zoomed in Taka face.
Look at Taka on the bench and go, oh, okay, well, he's upset that you're going to extrapolate from a photo that he's upset that Michkov scored the game-winning goal. Like, why would he be upset? Like, that makes no sense whatsoever.
I don't. All I'm saying, they're analyzing. They're doing it like what is it? The Zabruder thing.
Zabruder,
yeah, they're analyzing every minute of every second of talking behind the bench. They're analyzing.
I know. I mean, whatever. I don't want to go down the road.
Yeah, come on. We're in a good space today. It's Friday.
It is Friday. It is Friday. I need a.
What do you need?
I'm thinking
I got
about
a guy.
cocktails.
What do you need? Oh, cocktails. Let's go.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about
I got 6 more to go for this challenge.
How many did you have last night?
No, I had
9?
Yeah, like 6.
6?
Including shots.
The challenge. What's the challenge, Jules?
24 beers,
24
24 tacos.
24 tacos.
I forget how many
You got
miles
to
you
run
have to
10 miles.
Run 10 miles in 24 hours.
24 hours, yeah.
24 beers, 24 tacos, and run 10 miles.
Yeah. So I'm working on the beer part.
Yeah. That's a Ben.
That's the
Ben
easiest part.
Is obsessed with that challenge.
Yes. He thinks he can do it.
Now, where is he home today?
I think he's doing it today.
On WFH.
He's watching though.
Yeah, but Ben is obsessed with that challenge.
Yes.
24 beers. We were talking about yesterday.
He's
The
very
bro's also obsessed with that challenge.
Well, I've seen the bro put down like a good 12, 15 beers.
Yes.
That's not the
24 is
problem.
tough, dude.
To stay awake. You're going to pass out with all that food?
Yeah, well, 24. Now, what kind of taco, too? Is it a Taco Bell taco where those, it's a little thing like that with, you can just,
Is it hard shell? Can you go hard shell,
I
soft
think you
shell?
can do whatever shell you want.
Hard shells would be a lot. Yeah, it's too much. Too much volume. Whose belly can handle all
With the
that?
24 beers, and then you got to mix in 10 miles. By the way,
Yeah,
you got to get that. Ben's talking about waking up, pounding 3 beers, and then go running 5 miles.
I understand
I don't know.
that, but I don't know. I'm running 5 miles, but we should get him to do half of it. 12-hour. We'll do a social media thing. We'll follow Ben around 12 hours.
5, 12, 12.
Yeah, yeah,
I love that.
All right. Oh, the bro would be funny.
Yes, the bro would be amazing.
I want to see the bro just do the
The bro-
24 beers, 24 tacos. Forget about them.
The running.
Yeah, forget about the
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah,
I just want to see him do that.
yeah. We'll give him $50 instead of 50 million.
Right.
Or 25 million. $25. See if he can do the beers and the
25
tacos.
hours. Yes. Yeah, the beers and the tacos. That works. Bro, come here, bro. Come here real quick. So we were talking about the challenge.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I was just talking about it with Danny.
Yeah.
This guy was obsessed with it.
So here's
Ben's
what we're saying.
obsessed. Yeah.
Ben is obsessed, but here's the thing for you.
Yeah.
Forget the running.
Yeah.
We want to just see you do 24 beers, 24 tacos.
Yeah.
All right? For $25.
Don't threaten me with a good time in here.
Right? Yeah, now you can handle that.
We'll pay for
24
We'll pay
hours?
for your Uber in and out.
Yeah.
The thing is, I have to be at a bar for a lot of these beers because like
Yeah, they go down
they
easier
go
at a
down
bar.
easier,
Yes.
there's like an energy.
Yeah, the energy.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, if you had, I don't know, the tournament,
Yeah.
like Boo could do 24 beers
Yeah.
in a tournament day.
Sure. But
Like
you
you're
need to change
starting
your pace.
12 to 12.
You don't want to be on the.
I know Boo could do that.
I don't want to be on the couch for 24 beers.
No,
I need some
you'll.
stimulation.
Well, I can get a sponsor. We go to Jose Pistola's and get the tacos and beers there. We can do that for 12 hours.
During the tournament. Like, I think he could easily do that at the tournament. Boo could do that. He could do hot dogs.
With you. You don't eat much during the tournament.
No.
It's a lot of liquid consumption.
Yeah.
What about hot dogs? Would you rather do the hot dogs?
I have no interest in that 999 challenge.
Yeah. That was 9 innings, 9 beers, 9 dogs.
My cousin did it at Wrigley. He said it was tough.
Yeah. The 9 dogs is rough.
Anything more than 2 dogs, I'm like out.
Dude, I feel the same way.
But tacos, like you can do breakfast tacos. You can change them up.
Yeah. I think the Boo could do easily the 999
showdown.
Yes.
I know Baldy can do the 9-9 because he pounds like 2 of those 20 ounces in a period of a hockey game. I mean, that's 40 ounces of beer in one period of a hockey game.
Yeah, I think so. I think he could do it. Maybe. I know Boo. I want to see Boo versus the Bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Set it
Boo
up.
v. Bro.
Sleep on the couches.
Is a great one for the tournament. We got to come up with the food thing because Boo's not a taco guy.
Yeah. Wings?
I think if it could, he'll kill you in a bowlie.
Oh, I love a bowlie.
Yeah, he can crush bowlies.
Yeah.
12 bowlies.
All right.
Or steak save. Yeah, let's figure it out. All right, we got to take care of some business and then some nugs. And then I see Danny D, the AD, as well. But first, let us take care of some business. Let's talk. Wow, the truck sounded like a goal horn.
It did sound like a goal.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
Like, wow, we had a truck go by. Let's talk about Parks Casino, Street Road, Ben Salem. We love our Parks Casino and the incredible acts. You ready? Here's the lineup. Guys not out, girls not out. Date night, guys, you got to go date night and get some tickets to check out the Gene Simmons Band, July 24th. How about Andrew Dice Clay, the Dice Man, Hickory Dickory Dock on May 16th. June 12th, tribute to Paul McCartney. March 14th, Tracy Morgan. How about April 3rd, Cheap Trick. April 18th, Melissa Etheridge. Thursday, May 14th, The Wallflowers. November 13th, Grand Funk Railroad. Are they Hall of Famers? They've been
No, I don't think.
Well, you know better than I do. ParksCasino.com to buy tickets for all the shows. Got it all, man. Dining, everything. You got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Hey, we're from Philadelphia. We know that pests don't knock. They just show up. Human or the kind that you really skeeve, the roaches and rats. And that's why we got to go to Evans Pest Control. Evans, you want trustworthy pest control company? I give you Evans Pest Control. They're not some giant national chain. They're family-owned, community-focused pest control company right here in the Philadelphia area. They've been earning the trust of our neighborhoods for years. All right? Evans Pest Control uses state-of-the-art equipment, safe and effective treatment options. Their techs go through continuous training, so they're equipped to handle anything. Rodents, insects, termites, even bed bugs. They've offered priority services and consultations, which is huge when you have a problem with pests. We don't like pests. We scheme them. We know it here at PHLY. My house, I don't trust it just anybody. Visit evanspestmgmt.com. That's evanspestmgmt.com. Evans Pest Control. Boom. All right, let's think about this. Welcome to Danny D, the AD, hanging out.
What's going on, big dog?
What's up, baby boy?
How we doing, man?
Got the fresh cut?
Yeah, you know.
You got the fresh cut?
BG, how we doing,
man?
All right, we got to do Evans before we get to the nugs because you're great with
Love
the
the
nugs.
nugs. All right, nugs.
Ethan, you can take care of that camera. I want to do the pest of the week.
Okay.
All right.
What do we got?
So let's think about this for a second. Last week it was Dombrowski who
That
won
makes sense.
who won the pest of the week.
I can get behind that.
Right now, this week is kind of a weird thing. Like the thing that's annoying me the most is the AJ Brown story.
It's never ending.
I can't take it.
It's never ending.
Can the story be the pest of the week? Because it's not. I love AJ, and I don't want AJ to be the pest of the week. Plus, I want him back. But what's the biggest pest?
I don't know. Let me think on it. You're taking me off. I'm getting a little taken off guard right now. Let me get. What does VG got? What do you got?
Well, I mean, I'll speak for the people. They're going to say our man Talk.
I can't go Talk. I knew you were going to do that.
I mean, I just got to represent the people a little bit.
And the whole crew. Big Farts Jones.
Yeah.
Fit Dad.
Yeah.
Fit Dad's out on Talk?
Fit Dad doesn't. I don't think.
Yeah, I think he's. Yeah, I think he's following the crew, following the mob.
Fit Dad wouldn't Fit Dad. Fit Dad was out on something else recently. Was it a Phillies thing?
Fit Dad's. I love his takes, man. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah, he's great.
Fit Dad cracks me up. But I can't go Talk. I'm sorry.
No, I wouldn't. I was just saying.
Look, I know everybody's going to do that. That's why I didn't want to even kind of bring that up. But the AJ Brown story.
The story is exhausting.
It is. I can't.
And I heard yesterday his agent's out there, trying to wheel and deal. He's down in Indianapolis.
Yeah, very. How about a Vrabel as the pest? Because there's Vrabel acting like
stoking the flames.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
Plus, he had the jean jacket on yesterday.
Yeah. Bad look.
Did you see the jean jacket?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Nah,
it's not for me,
brother.
Nah, that's
He's
not.
trying hard there in the press conference. Just give me a football guy move. That's not a football guy move.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean he comes off as a football guy, right? I mean,
he obviously is
a football guy.
Yeah,
he is. But that's the jean jacket. Is not a football guy attire.
Is that a violation, Greg?
Come on.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a violation. It's not. I wouldn't wear it, but it's a violation.
Yeah, it's a violation. For a football guy, just give me your Under Armour, Nike, whatever you got.
It was like a dress shirt.
Dress it up a little bit.
That's not dressing up.
Denim.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Vrabel's the pest of
Yeah, I'm good with this.
All right.
I get behind that.
Rabes.
I get behind that.
You're going to hire a coach. If the guy comes to in an interview with a denim jean jacket.
Yeah, I'm out.
Right?
Out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're not. And I'm mentally checked out.
Right. You think Stout is wearing a jean jacket?
I'm having a conversation, but I'm thinking about a lot of other things.
Yeah.
I'm probably thinking about why he has a jacket on for a large period of that interview.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out.
Is it a jacket or a shirt?
Whatever it is.
It's like a dress. It's like a jean dress shirt. Like
It's
a jean
denim.
Denim button.
He's
down.
trying
It's a
too hard
denim
right
button
now.
down.
He's trying too hard.
As a coach, you can't wear for a press conference the denim dress shirt.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you.
I'm out on that.
Yes.
I mean, I'm agreeing he's best of the week, not because of the denim shirt, but because he's stoking the flames.
That
You
also.
was a rocker. You go like, come on.
Who's he
That's
think?
not football guy meant to,
Yeah.
for a press conference.
He think he's Garth Brooks? What's going on?
Exactly.
He's got to go out and rodeo some steers.
Yes. Listen, the guy's cool.
Is he hurting
Right.
cattle after this?
He's
What's
a
going on?
handsome dude.
Roping
He's a
some
cool
steer
guy.
after this.
He's a stone, football guy, but that's not football guy attire.
Is he like a Texan? Is he?
Well, that's
Is
a
he?
good
Is he a
question.
dud?
Is he Canadian?
If it's not, does he have the whole tuxedo on?
Right.
Yes.
He had the tuxedo.
He had the
on?
I bet.
Wow. See, that's
He's from Akron. Nah, he's
yeah.
not.
If he had a little Dutton in him, he's out there on Yellowstone, herding some cattle.
right.
I've been all right with him.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. Akron, Ohio? No.
Now, I say Passyunk Avenue tuxedo greater than Canadian tuxedo.
It's 100 out of 100.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, Canadian
Way
tuxedo is a zit.
Way
Who wears
comfy, the comfiness.
And by the way, the basketball guys, that was really
It
out.
translates.
That's what they've done.
Yeah, it translates.
You know, Patino wore the Passyunk Avenue
Ricky P.
tuxedo.
Ricky
that?
P.
He didn't have the full gear though. I mean, you got to have the white kicks.
Yeah.
That complements the
I love a
tuxedo.
good white kick.
Yeah.
The white kicks are the best. Yeah.
I want the white
I
kicks.
love white kicks.
guy.
Oh,
Yeah, me
always.
too. Yeah,
I wear like the dress white kicks. I get Kohan white.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're sharp.
I'm into that.
The white
That's
kicks
me.
are the best.
Yeah, they look good with everything. It spruces you up a little bit, VJ.
Yes.
And they're too hard to keep clean.
I just get a new pair.
I'm not making AD money. I mean, no.
Yeah, I can't see him in white. He wears white sneakers. It looks like he's wearing his face on his feet.
They look like bare feet.
Oh man.
All
Oh man.
let's go. What do you think, Jules? As a female, do you like the white sneakers?
I don't, because I have this thing with like, if you could see the dirt on
You got to
On it.
keep clean. You can't have
Yeah.
dirty. People that wear dirty white sneakers freak me out.
But I don't. I'm not.
Now, now you're talking Fishtown, old heads, Fishtown.
The dirty white sneakers are bad. So
bad.
that's why you got to get the shoe.
College
white shoe.
It was a big like frat kid
Wait,
thing too for a while.
You don't clean them. You just put polish over the scuff
But I
marks.
also put the white shoe polish over the sneakers.
Keep them clean.
Is that what you do?
No, I don't do that.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know that was an
Yeah,
option.
exactly.
But I respect it. I respect it.
I wipe them down and
do
then
not.
I put the white shoe polish on.
All right. I honestly, this is I didn't know there was white shoe polish.
Yeah.
I didn't know. That's a fun fact.
Where do you?
That is.
Do you have the order? You get shoe polish at like CVS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I've never bought shoe polish.
I'm the type of dude like
Drugstore. I get them at drugstore.
I'll buy this if I like them. I'll buy 3 times a year the same shoe.
Oh
I
yeah.
just keep buying it.
The whites are all
Yeah,
shoes.
well, all but whites too. Like I'll buy like 3 of them, and when they get dirty, move on.
Yeah, I love the white Pumas or the Filas or the even my
Now,
Massimo has a white-
a football guy shoe polish his sneakers?
yeah, Massimo.
I think
has
that's
a
an
pair
old
of
head
white
thing. That's a nice
Nikes,
move by
I
him.
think it's an old head.
which
a
is
nice
real.
move.
It's a nice. They're nice.
Polish.
The polish?
Yeah, I
That's
like
an old
that.
head move.
Yeah, it's a good move.
Is it a football guy move? Yeah, football guys shoe polish their
Yeah,
shoes?
Big Dom would do. I'll text Big Dom.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, see if Big Dom shoe polishes his whites.
I didn't know white shoe polish was. I might be showing that I'm in the minority here. I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, I don't think anybody. That's an old trick.
Yeah, I like that.
I was doing that in the '90s.
Love that.
I was doing that with my Filas in the '90s.
Yeah, you gotta keep them clean, baby.
Yeah.
Gotta keep them clean.
Yeah. Now the Filas they were all white with the green, white, and red flag, like on the top.
Okay.
Yeah. Or the back.
Yeah.
You know?
I had the Fila Jerry Stackhouse shoes.
They're sharp.
They had
sharp.
he went with North Carolina colors, but I had they were like white.
They were nice though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
Stackhouse.
Carolina colors are beautiful.
They are.
They're as much as I hate Carolina, they're beautiful colors.
So why is everyone on top? They had a good win last night. Mitchie.
Well, he made a face, they said, when Michkov scored. They didn't like the face he
Oh, I
made.
didn't see the face.
No?
I didn't see the face he made.
Fuck the
But
face.
tomorrow, I got invited by my buddy James and Don. We're going to the barn tomorrow.
Oh.
I ain't been to the barn
It's the Bruins.
I ain't been to the barn in a minute, so I got invited by my
that's
buddies.
huge.
Yeah, Sauce and Vecchi. We're gonna head down with them. You know.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Good time.
awesome. We're going with sauce. That's
Yeah,
cool.
my boy Sauce. We're gonna go check out the Flyers at the
love it.
barn.
All right, VG, hit us with some nugs. While I
Oh,
text
wow.
Big Dom.
That's an annoying face.
yeah, hold on. I got to slap
Oh,
Julia.
you got
Tox
to
face.
get it to Julia so we can.
It was that really when he scored?
Yes.
Okay, he's not, but they're extrapolating that he's upset that. Why would you be upset that Michkov?
Just won the game for you.
Right.
That's a huge win. I needed it. I need
People
roll.
are out of their minds. Everybody's out of their minds. Screenshots, off TV.
Yeah.
We're trying to extrapolate stuff.
Yeah, people try to make stories out of nothing too much.
Yeah, come on.
I do think that he. Oh,
There's
man.
his face.
Who knows what somebody said something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's looking over the score. He's like, he just won the game.
No, come on.
Now I got to answer questions about it. They're going to be all in my face about questions about Michkov now.
Oh
Anyway,
man.
you know.
Ah,
I'm sorry. I'm anti-conspiracy.
we gotta get him going now. I mean, he's the future. We
Yeah,
gotta
it's
get-
great. Listen, how about the move? He gets the edge, right? He's able to get the edge, and that shot was beautiful.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
He
I
was
mean,
fast.
he's so talented.
He is.
You just gotta get him to buy in. You gotta get him to
And
line.
here's the other thing. The one thing I'll say about Talk is, I know what they all talking in the chat.
Joe 76 Flyers can't even tank right. Eddie writes like that's literally right after the goal, that face.
Come on, Eddie. Here's the one thing. If I'm the Flyers, I don't need Michkov to be a two-way player, right? Like, I really don't. Like, I'm going to lean into just
Try to go get 50.
yeah. Like, I love his cherry picking, getting breakaways. Like, I'm leaning into it.
Surround-
I know I got to get better.
Surround him with
defensively.
defenders.
Right.
Let him be the guy.
Yeah. I'm good with
That's
that.
what I would do.
Yeah.
Just go make him be.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had a top 10 player
Sniper. I want
a
to
scorer in forever. I mean,
Forever.
forever.
Yeah.
And he's got talent.
Yeah, Giroux, but he
and by the
wasn't
way,
like
he's a
that.
great
Yeah.
passer too. Like, he's a playmaker. All right, VG, you do that. Do our nugs.
Nugs?
Yeah.
Beaches nuts, nuts. It's the stop for beaches nuts. Beaches
I don't know if you caught any late night hockey or later hockey yesterday. Minnesota Wild versus the Avs.
I had a game last night.
So Wild's goaltender Gustafsson had a nice night. 47 out of 48 he saved.
Sheesh.
Wow, 47
takes himself out of the game with 1 minute remaining because he vomited in the crease.
Oh wow!
There's this chunk of vomit in the middle.
I mean, he was getting peppered.
And he's like, I'm done. So you're now.
Wow, look at the vomit.
Yeah.
In the blue.
Yes. Who cleans that? I didn't see the aftermath. They got to clean it up before the goalie.
They got to
have an ice crew come out.
Yeah, they got to
scrape it off.
Yeah, a little scrape. Get the Zamboni team out with a scrape.
Yes.
A couple shovels.
Now that's me. I'm not coming. That's got to be bleached before I come out and go and step into that crease.
Stop it.
Oh,
Can't be jumping around. I can't be jumping around.
I didn't know that about you.
I'm sorry, that's a germaphobe. I don't want to be flopping around in someone's former vomit space.
You're also on frozen ice.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not frozen vomit though.
Let me ask you a
Comes
question.
out
Back in the day, one of the tricks early in spring training, because baseball, for calluses, to make sure you don't get calluses, you don't want to say?
No.
You pee on your hands.
I'm out. I am so out.
No, like that. Our boy from the NFL.
Wait, what?
Who's the guy who pissed on the floor?
So wait.
In the airplanes.
Oh yeah, that's a Schlerz.
Yeah, stink.
It helps against calluses.
So what do you do after the urine's on your hand? Then you rub it all over the bat. You grab your bat, or
no? It coats your hand.
What? You just pee on your hand and suddenly you get calluses?
No, that you don't.
Stops the calluses.
You don't get
right. It stops.
Like before a game.
Yeah, they say,
what's going on in South Philly?
No,
they got waste shoe polish.
No,
this peeing on their hands.
This is a Latin America. A lot of Latin American guys did that baseball.
Have
you ever heard the term
Vaseline?
Red ass?
Yeah.
No.
Thankfully.
So he didn't know. He never heard of it either. I think it is a baseball term.
Okay.
Like a hothead.
Okay.
Don't make me get red ass on you.
No, he's a red ass.
Oh, he's a red ass.
He's a red ass. Yeah.
All right.
Like Larry Bow was a red ass.
Yeah, it's getting weirder and weirder in here, right? With the shoe polish and the urine.
The urine, I respect the
like
shoe
there's
polish.
no
I love that.
shea butter or any of Vaseline.
I'm just telling you, that was your trick. That was a trick. Latin America guys used to do that.
I would like to interview one of them, talk about it.
Yeah, I'm out.
See what the rate was on the no calluses for that.
Yeah.
I mean, if it worked, I would do it.
Yeah. I mean, like, well, the kid, like this dude. Let's go here because I know you'll agree with me. Your father, Danny's father, ran Parks and Rec, Philadelphia, right, forever. Like they got. Now at the playgrounds, you had a water fountain.
Yeah.
All right. And after you get done running ball, everybody would be at the water fountain.
Yeah.
And sometimes you had a low flow water fountain.
Yeah, you had to get close.
Right. And hey, with ski, he went and like I didn't really care. I was thirsty. I wanted to drink my water. Like whatever. I'm in line. I don't care. 50 dudes are there. Like you gotta hydrate.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
He's out on that.
Well, I mean, I'm out if I had to get close and my cheek or something hit
Even
that
as a
metal
kid?
thing. Oh yeah, dude.
As a kid, I didn't know what germs were. I would be.
Man, our water fountains were disgusting.
I'd be
at
all over
junior.
it. It didn't cross my mind.
It did cross your mind.
It did.
Exactly.
I mean, I
You
get
guys
it
are
now
weirdos.
more. It did as a kid. It did not cross my mind.
How many times you get like impetigo and all those rashes on your
Nothing,
face?
We're built up. That's what built me up. My immune system
Exactly.
was ready to go, boy.
Exactly.
Well, I never got it, so I mean, build up. I avoid. I'm a big avoider.
All right. So did you talk about it this week? How was sitting next to Fish at the game?
Yes, Fish is the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the nicest dudes.
I got the seat so he could sit next to Fish this time. He couldn't sit in the first row, but that's a better view.
Yeah, but it's not as prestigious.
Yeah,
Fish is like, oh, we're a VIP. He's like, not really. I was row 1 last game.
Wow. No, I mean, brother, those seats are gold. I've been offered like thousands, like $500 to $1,000 for people to sit in those seats.
Fish was the nicest, and I was saying it was interesting. He was score watching like the other teams at his conference.
Love that. He's a hoop head.
Tulsa, Memphis,
Locked in. Locked
Yeah.
in.
I was asking him because he's struggling.
Yeah.
The teams was struggling, and I was like, "What are your thoughts on it?" He's like, "We were number 2 in free throw percentage like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And like last 3 games, they're shooting like 50% from the line.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird how it just goes
Little
cold like
thing.
that.
Well, listen, I'll tell you what. Temple games will not will go up in attendance massively with DJ Rivera's family because they roll 70 80 deep.
Wow. Yeah.
Every
they got
awesome.
the jackets,
they
couple
come with
grandmoms.
They come.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I played with his father, and his father played at Newman, at DJ Rivera.
Yeah.
Played at Binghamton, St. Joe's.
Yeah.
His dad was a hell of a player.
He was
played
a
in high
great
school
player.
at the same time. I was at Roman, he was at Newman. So it's kind of crazy to have a kid that's
I
going.
know. That's wild.
But their family shows out deep. So Temple's, capacity will go up a little bit at their game with young Rivera coming through.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Hurry up. We got to go. We got to
right.
do our back in the day before 11. We got 5 minutes, and the king of content.
I know. He's NBA on NBC is doing a special thing March 3rd. Sixers and Spurs. They're doing a throwback broadcast. Doug Collins, Bob Costas, and Mike Fratello will be doing the broadcast. That's going to be fun.
That's a great one. I'm in on that.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Aaron Glenn was at the draft, at the combines.
Okay.
They went to him. He was sleeping.
That's on
picture
right. That's on point for the Jets.
Yes, exactly, right?
Pretty accurate.
Someone yells to him, and you see him jump up real quick and act like he's engrossed in it. The Mets got this guy, Ryan Lambert. He was cut from his college team. He's now throwing over 100. He saw a video. He's eaten 1,000 raw eggs in a month. He does 30 a day, I think.
Wow.
Some crazy amount of raw eggs, and he eats chicken hearts.
What's Mick his trainer? He's got Mick training him.
That's fabulous.
And we got one more. We got to get out. We have to update you on the Matt Waldron incident. I don't know if you're aware of this. Matt Waldron, he's a pitcher for the Padres.
Okay.
They did him dirty. They could have said he had a lower body injury, but they said he had a infection in his butt.
Interesting. That's what
so.
they went with.
And the update is, Dude Wipes have reached out to him and offered him unlimited Dude Wipes for his butt infection.
Well, Dude Wipes is a proud sponsor of me and Anthony's show on Saturday morning.
They're nice, man. They're nice.
Shout out to Dude Wipes. When he does the reads, I'm trying not. When he does the reads, I move the mic from my face because I almost laugh every single time. We have to do two
refreshing Dude Wipes.
Like,
yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, it's like keeps you wet and clean. And I'm just like 5:30 in the morning. I'm trying not to laugh or anything. It's so good.
It's true.
But shout out Dude Wipes.
I did a Dude Wipe read.
Yeah,
they saw a guy in need, helping him out, man.
That's why they're the best. Dude Wipes.
Flushable.
That's right.
DudeWipes.com.
Yeah, can we get some in here, man? Let's go.
I know. We got to get them over here. The read is amazing. The read is.
I have to get up tomorrow. I'm going to set my alarm to listen to this now.
We're doing a marathon tomorrow. I'm on for all 4 tomorrow.
Ooh.
So I usually do the fellas portion of the show with Jeff Schwartz from the Giants, formerly of the Giants. And so he's taken off. So they want to give me another guy, and I went, no. I want Danny D. and my guy goes, I'm good with that.
All right.
He goes, I like you two together.
We're gonna be chopping it up for a few hours tomorrow.
We're talking tournament. I like Danny D's a sportsman.
Yeah.
All right, go back in the day before Bro comes in here.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah.
Thanks to Kelly Body and True Mark Financial Credit Union.
So we're going to go back. We talked about Steve Carlton and his salaries. What?
Go ahead.
Man, as of like yesterday, it is 1954. Robert Roberts, Philly related, is the highest paid player in baseball. Signed a contract for $40,000. You don't like that? You don't care about it?
You keep going. You're going way back. Like
it's called back in the day.
Yeah, like give me a back in the day, like from 2005.
Man,
like 19,
everybody
whatever.
remembers 2005. I'm trying to give them some nuggets they can talk about with their friends. Come on.
All right, last thing, the grind.
Oh, the grind. Yeah, we got 2 plays.
Brought to us by the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. Daily grind. What are your plays?
George Washington -3.5 versus Dayton, and upset tonight. Illinois over Michigan.
What?
Yep.
What do you think of that?
Taking the 1.5.
That's a hoop guy right here.
Trap game for Michigan.
It's in Illinois, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
And then it's 1.5.
Yep.
That's an Illinois line. Illinois is one of the teams.
Illinois line.
Illinois is one of the teams that I have that won't be a one that has a chance to make a run. I'm in on them.
All right. It sounds like you like
Michigan's
that.
really good.
They are really good. They are.
It's hard for me to ever bet against them, but
Yeah.
they're
Tonight's tonight.
All right,
Yeah,
we're in
man, I see it.
overtime, OT in the city, overtime. If you're watching any of our streaming platforms, please switch on over to YouTube and like and subscribe. We need it. So please just like it. Just go, click like. Helps out. All right. It does. I have an update on the urine preventing blisters.
Let's hear it.
Here we go. Yes, it is known Moises Alou and Jorge Posada,
2 great players,
have used urine on their hands, believing it helps toughen the skin and prevent blisters and alleviate calluses.
But they had 2 great careers. If I would definitely try it. I'm in on that.
They could just wear gloves too.
Also, what do you do? Just gloves don't prevent you from having blisters.
They don't?
No.
I never got a blister playing ball. Gloves.
Dude, did you swing? Did you take swings every day? No. Stop. You did.
They come through. If you're batting that much, they're coming through the gloves.
You should know that. That's another non-sportsman thing that you did this week.
Yeah, you guys are bad. You guys are buying bad gloves.
He said 4 non-sportsman things.
What are the other 3?
Hockey gloves to bat?
What are the other 3?
You've had a couple. What was the other one that I got mad at? Well, you should know that. You're like,
Red ass.
Well, that was another one, but there was another. There was another red.
Nobody's known it except him and Pat McClune.
No.
They're the only 2 people who know this term.
Well, Pat's a very smart man.
No, but there was somebody else knew it. It was baseball. Anyway,
No, it's probably another boomer item.
it's not a. I hate when he says boomer. First of all, we're not even boomers, but even just the way he says
Got a
it,
boomer mentality.
he acts like
The shoe polish is a boomer move.
That's a savvy move. It's savvy.
boomer. Get the hell out of
Buy
here.
shoe polish.
You're a jerk
Who
off.
under 65 buys shoe polish?
Just a stone jerk off.
Shoe polish.
Here you go. Rich Hill, Walker Bueller have used urine on their fingers because same thing with blisters. So Walker Bueller, who was here, and Rich Hill have used urine on their fingers.
All right. I can get behind it. Just keep your hands away from your face, and then after you're done the game, you wash your hands.
How about
Shaking
this?
hands with those guys?
How about this? Former NFL receiver Chad Johnson
Ocho.
used a similar method, soaking his ankle in teammates' urine for injury prevention.
What?
That's it.
Not even his own?
That's a wild move. That's wild.
Well, I guess his own. He needs volume. He's gonna have to. Everyone's got to contribute,
Yeah.
so he can submerge his ankle.
Yeah, I don't know about everybody.
It's like the old trough just flows right into like his bucket where he sticks his
All right.
ankle.
I'm go dealing with my own.
How about that? How about this? Now this is from Big Dom.
Yep.
You're a witness. Read the bottom.
I did that before, but now I buy new white shoes a lot. Love that, cuz.
Big Dom
Big
used
Dom.
the shoe polish.
Yeah, he's old. He's an
Savvy
older guy,
man.
right? It's
Savviness.
the older South Philly guy.
Love that trick.
How about that?
He likes to buy new shoes a lot. I see. That's why he's my guy, the Big Dom.
Well, yeah, because now he's got means.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? If you're a man
Yeah.
of means, you can just buy him. Like, you're childless, so you don't have to worry about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's buying.
I got to use shoe polish.
That's a shame. I feel bad for you now.
You know, it's what
Sorry
it
for
is.
making fun of you. I feel bad now.
Yeah, it's it, and it was real.
Yeah.
All right.
I love that.
All right. Did you have any more nugs? Because it's time for Danny's D varsity.
Oh, well, I wanted to talk. Can we talk about it? There's a youth sport incident this week.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the videos. I read the
Second
Reddit.
grade basketball, right?
Yeah, they're getting charged. Kid, a 3-year-old was wounded.
Yeah. Do you know this?
No.
It's a
Lower
Lower
Marion.
Marion. Yeah,
Lower
yeah.
Marion.
What?
A coach of second grade
Yes.
got into it.
Well, she was using obscenities.
Yeah.
Or she was an assistant coach.
Assistant coach got into it with the other team's coach.
She was
posting-
using obscenities allegedly during the game. And after the game, the coach on the other team was like, yo, what's with the obscenities?
and like in like the hallway.
yeah.
They get into it. Then her father, who looks like he's in
The
his
coach who was
70s.
the assistant coach who was cursing, after she's confronted, she gets into it, and then her dad jumps
Jumps in,
He's
and
in his
then, like,
70.
the woman's husband tries breaking up. He's holding a 3-year-old.
Yes.
What?
The 3-year-old was wounded.
Yes.
Like not severely, but like the assistant coach and the father got arrested. Second grade hoops. People were out of control.
What?
Throwing down in the hallways.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's 72 getting involved?
I know.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Allegedly.
You know what's funny? Like last night we had a game and it got a little contentious, right?
Yeah.
It was a great game. Team was very good that we played.
Yeah.
Like we've had to play a lot of games because of the snow, so we're backed up this week. We're playing a bunch of games, but we had a really good one against Joan of Arc, and we were good. They're tall, long, right? And it was like a 4-point game the whole night. Like
Yeah.
it just was like, and it was, it was a possession. I think we were down 2. We had a ball. There was like a dust up, and my kid gets the ball, and we call timeout, right?
Okay.
So we get the possession. But as we call timeout, then he gets up, right? You can't get up with the ball. It's
Yeah,
travel.
it's travel.
And the other coach was kind of barking, and my kid goes, "No, I like whatever." It wasn't contentious.
Yeah.
But the coach was like, "You shouldn't address me,"
Stop it.
And I mean, he was a decent guy. Like I'm not, but in the moment, right?
Yeah.
First of all, it's my kid. I love that kid
Yeah.
too, Jake. Right. So then same thing happens, like literally a minute later, dust up scrum, and he's time out, right? Yeah. And I go, dude, you got to have possession before you time out because they both on the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
And the ref gave him the
timeout.
But you have to have clear possession.
Yeah, for sure.
For you to call timeout. So I was really because I want to pick up for Jake.
Yeah. Got to protect your guys.
But you can see how
can't get physical in the hallway.
Right, but you can see how like these moments, like an intense game, you just gotta then go, come on, like
yeah, but second graders' games should not get intense.
No, I agree.
It's too
you're
a little older.
Yeah, it's wild.
So we have breaking updates on this urine story. Mickey Durkin is saying his older Italian uncles swore by using urine to remove acne.
Really?
They rub it on their face.
Italians are smart men.
There's a lot of stuff going on out there.
Yeah, I back.
Well, you as a germaphobe, I mean, this stuff must.
But I mean, I think that is supposed to be sterile. I think urine is sterile from my science education.
The only thing I knew about, I knew like urine with jellyfish.
Yes.
That's
someone mentioned that in the chat. Yeah.
So urine does look. If an Italian man's saying it, I'm behind it.
Oh yeah, you gonna try that tonight?
No, I'm not. I mean, luckily I don't have a lot of acne. But and support the gang, with it.
So what do we got, buddy?
Man, yeah. So VG was down there, sitting, rubbing shoulders with Fish, talking hoops.
Yeah.
And line was way off. My line was perfect. 3.5.
Your line was perfect.
3.5. Judge Newman lost by 3. He was way too high.
Dude, you were sweating it though, because it was like 10 most of the game. So like the last 2 minutes.
It's the final game, man.
Somehow Judge couldn't handle the full court pressure, man.
And I thought Newman should have done it earlier. That's what I was saying last week.
Yeah, it's Carl.
That was that was like their advantage, was like speed them up.
Yeah.
Judge's one of their weaknesses was they just don't have like a ton of true ball handlers.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rivera's a really good. They have scores, but not guys who were just like heady ball handlers. And they did it late. I think maybe Newman, they didn't have the numbers they usually have. The one kid was injured playing through it, kind of. So like,
which one was that?
Number 2.
Okay.
He's going to Towson. Rob Wright's little brother, the kid at BYU. His little brother. So yeah, I think they just didn't have the bodies to do it for as long as they wanted. But yeah, I thought that was like,
they had their chance in the first half because Judge had 3 players sitting out for like 8
they got in
minutes
foul
with
trouble.
foul
Yeah, their point guard got in foul trouble. I thought they would try to rev it up, but man, credit to Judge, back-to-back champs. I mean, they didn't win one for 25 years, and then they just win 2 in a row. So congratulations to them. And now they'll face off versus Imhotep Saturday at Ryan VG. I think he's going to be in the building. We got him some tickets.
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, he's going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it's rare because it's general admission. So,
It's going to be sold out. I mean, Ryan used to be bigger. They took one of their bleachers away for like a storage closet. So, we're still a great venue.
Can I ask why?
What's the lineup for that game?
I'd say Judge -6.
Why is the Catholic League final at the Palestra and the Public League finals at LaSalle, and then when they play each other, it's at Ryan?
So I ran the district last year, and the championship was at LaSalle University. That's probably the venue. With the switchover, I think there was some miscommunication, and LaSalle U wasn't booked, and I think there was an assumption that it was booked because historically we try to play at bigger venues.
Yeah.
Then it became, well, LaSalle couldn't do it. Where do they move it to? And they want to keep it in the city. And Philadelphia Catholic, the biggest gym's O'Hara, that holds about 2,200. But they wanted to keep it in the city. Ryan's probably this next biggest seating gym. And you need people to want to host it too. So if you can't get a big venue like LaSalle, where's it going to be? So Public League does theirs at LaSalle for their playoffs, and then Catholic has been at the Palestra for on and off for the last 30 years.
I wonder if you could do it at Wells Fargo.
Yeah, me and Steve, who does the media, who does a phenomenal job. Shout out to Steve over at OCE. Does a great job with the media. He's always floated like we should sit down with them and try to just, if we curtain it off, see what it, just because parking is like difficult with the Palestra. I don't think we ever move it, but like I would still be just interested to see the comparison of it.
Well, if you want me to set up a meeting, we could do that.
Yeah, I'll let Steve know and BJ know that we could potentially do it. Steve's idea was like blacking off, just having like the lower bowl.
Yeah.
Because you fill it. So
you could probably fill 10,000.
So even with the snow, it sold out. It was sold out Friday, and then there was 1,300 online rentals per each game. So like they did really well as far as like eyes on it. So that's over 10,000 people who wanted to see it. I think
it's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger. So yeah, parking would be the only thing, but the Palestra is just historic, man. It's just like
easy to get to. I mean, I take a bus down.
Yeah, but if you driving, if you're like coming from out of city, parking is
That's the other thing.
That lot takes forever to get out of.
That's
impossible.
That's the other thing. Like if you moved it to like Wells Fargo, I could see a lot more people.
Yeah, you might, because we sell it out. So I think realistically, I think the number is probably 12,000 that would come, 13,000. I don't know if you ever get more than that, but. Yeah, it'd be worth the conversation. But yeah, shout out to Judge. Shout out to Carol. They won by 9. Their girls, they led by the MVP, Ebers. She's going to Villanova. And her little sister's a sophomore, and she's unbelievable too. So, yeah, I think Carol will have a nice run. But shout out to O'Hara. They played really well. So that was that. And then Imhotep won the boys' final and a close one over Fells. So
4 in a row for them?
Imhotep has won like I don't know how many in a row, but over the last 10 years, I think they've only lost like 2. I think they might have like 8. Brother Andre is doing a phenomenal job at Imhotep. So now they face off first Judge. Wood will still make it for 6A. Bonner still makes it for 5A. Newman makes it for 5A. So they'll be the big matchups.
When's that start?
So that started like the district round started this week, and then next week the state playoff start. So we'll have it all wrapped by Saturday. The district is all wrapped, the Philadelphia district. And then little suburban ball, the big game for 6A is Coachville versus Plymouth, which is tomorrow at SJU.
Coachville's good.
They got the kid we told you about, Colton Hiller, number 3 player in the country.
Yeah.
He's a sophomore out of Coachville. He's unbelievable. And his brother, Max,
he's your lineman?
Is the number 3 lineman in the country in the junior class.
Yeah.
I said these parents have 2 certified pros.
Right.
Top 5 in the country in both of their classes. A year apart. And they stayed home. They stayed at Coachville.
I love it.
Doing a great job. They just keep getting better. I think the brother, the football one cut his list to 4. I think it's Florida, Ohio State, Tennessee, Bama maybe is his final 4. And then Duke is all over the younger brother.
Oh, yeah.
Colton. I mean, he just went to Duke, Michigan the other day.
That's great.
But he just moved. And he's young. He'll graduate at 17. He's a 15-year-old sophomore, which is super rare today.
What's his game?
He is just a flat. He's about 6'5", 6'6". Just shoots it, but he's strong. He's big. He bodies it. He's got like a nipple frame. I think that'd probably be a good comparison for him in high school. They're both like big, really big guards. I worry about him defensively a little bit, but he's so young. You don't know what his body's gonna look like.
I know, 15.
He's 15.
Yeah.
But his rise was like locally.
How tall is he?
About 6'6". As like an 8th grader, there was probably 5 8th graders locally that were like higher than him. And now he's just locally. Now he's the number 3 player in the entire country. So
that's unbelievable.
The strides he's taken are unbelievable. So Yeah, so for local, for suburban ball, that's a big one. Tomorrow at SJU. Oh no, Sunday at SJU. Coachville versus Plymouth.
Right.
Plymouth has a big kid 6'10" going to Penn, and they have a 6'6" wing who's going to Towson.
So nuts.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so Plymouth is really loaded. So should be a
Towson
showdown.
active up here recruiting.
Yeah, he does a really good job, man. I like Scary, man. He's a good dude. He works up this way, kind of how a lot of Philly schools work in the DMV area. He kind of comes down and tries to tap Philly.
Yeah.
He's had some Newman kids over the years. He's got a Newman kid going there now. So Pat's a good coach.
Real quick, our buddy Eric Delash, our good friend from Xfinity, was telling me he was at the District 1 5A last night for Pencrest.
Yeah, Upper Dublin beat them.
Yeah, tough loss for Pencrest. He said they're top players out for the year.
For Pencrest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought they were going to win. I saw Upper Dublin play, but I didn't know their guy was out. So that makes sense. It was a tight game. So that's the 5A game. Yeah. So next week we'll have all the brackets. There's a lot of seeding. This is like the seeding time to see where everyone's seated, and then we'll go over the brackets for 1 through 6 next week and kind of talk about who's in it from the surrounding areas. And
that's awesome.
Yeah. So really cool time. We're revving up, and it kind of. I love it. It ends when March Madness starts.
Yeah.
So it runs into March Madness.
It's great.
So I love it.
Baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
How's your field?
Oh, it's plowed, baby. So shout out to, we got this guy.
You did it again?
Yeah, we had to, man. We have a parent at Penn Charter, Frank Milletta, and he came by with his crew and took care of us. So big shout out to Frank. He got all fields plowed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we're very indebted to Frank and his company. So
and he had the
Yeah. He figured it out. Yeah, he had the tools to make it, to do it safely.
Yeah.
Because when we cleared it, it was a big project, and then it's easier this time. The ice was really heavy, so the ice was making it tough.
This was more of a snow. So
yeah, and we got weather, so it kind of melted down. But yeah, we're really lucky. And
I think next weekend it's going to be in this
75.
75
next Saturday.
75.
We have a big lacrosse event at PC, and they're always saying historically the weather's been terrible. And I was like, I'm gonna be a good luck charm. And we looked yesterday on the 10-day, 72 or something like that. I was hyped.
Oh man,
52 and rain.
Oh, well, that changed quick.
Yeah, but Sunday 69.
Yeah, so it must have got pushed back a day.
Yeah, so right now Saturday 52 and rain.
Ah, gee, I mushed it.
You mushed it.
Eddie mushed. Put me in the bathroom. Come on, it pushed back a day. 69.
It's all right. So Sunday.
Be all right.
Baseball. When's your first game?
We're going through. We play in I think another week or two. First game.
You do a Florida trip?
Not this year. We're not. Historically, yes, but not this year. I think they try to do it every couple of years.
I was on one of those. I was covering. I was in Clearwater. You know the story.
Yeah.
I was in Clearwater for the Phillies, and the Penn Charter baseball team was on my flight.
Yeah, they do it a lot. It's cool. It really depends on the arms, because you'll play like 5 games in like 4 days or 3 days. So if you don't have the arms,
yeah, is it a tournament?
You'll just get a lot of reps in. They do like a spring training where you get a lot of like. We did it at the prep. We did it at Roman. Try to go down like South Carolina or Florida. Go to these complexes.
You got to do it. And now the problem is you're playing these kids that are year-round kids.
Yes,
and they're ahead of you.
Yeah. And in the prep, that kid's blowing up. So there's going to be a lot of scouts at the prep games this year for that.
Colt. I love him, man.
Cole Kuhn.
He's the man. All right. You know what we do this time?
TV.
Yeah, that's right. So before we get into TV Todd's picks, I only trust TV Todd on the talk picture game.
Okay, I think that's fair.
Because Todd is a true hockey man, and he knows about story, conspiracy, everything else. So when we get him on,
he's unbiased. He's not team talk.
No, he
doesn't have good feelings about talk like we do.
Listen, he is as unbiased as it comes.
And yeah, he's checking all the boxes for us here.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
So I want you, before we go, Ethan, make sure you have the talk picture ready. Or Jules is back. Have the picture ready. And I want you to set it up from the chat, because Eddie's like, I know Eddie. Eddie's got a calabrese head. He gets something in his craw. He's not giving it up. Stubborn as they come. Here he is, TV Todd. You're gonna act like a man. act like a man. You can't handle the truth.
It's time for TV time.
Ta.
You guys are cracking me up, man. We're going to start with Tocchet.
Yes. Unless you want to start with urine.
Well, I can start with that.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So my wife and I vacation. This was many years ago. We were basically kids, and we went to the Cayman Islands, and I got all excited. We checked in, and I went to dive out like right off the shore of the hotel, and I stepped on a sea urchin, and it was awful. It was awful. So I went to the hospital, and the first thing they told me was go into the bathroom and pee on your foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the crazy part about it is it worked.
Look at that.
Did it stop hurting and throbbing?
It did. So like when I looked at my foot, I had like what I thought were needles in it, but it was really the sea urchin like put ink or some sort of poisonous into my foot. So it was like little black spots, almost looked like splinters. And it was very painful. Like I couldn't even walk. It was burning. And right after I did that, the burning and the pain was gone.
Wow.
Oh.
The magic urine.
That's it. You guys are big fans of urine. What can I say? I'm still out on it.
It was great though, because she was like, pee on it, man. Pee on it, man.
So hold on, VJ, you're going to stick in pain rather than pee on yourself?
There's got to be something else. There's got to be something else that relieve the pain. I'm sorry. There's nothing. They have devised nothing better than urine that can dull the pain.
Let it fly, brother. Let it fly.
Dude.
Let it fly.
Yeah.
I love it. That's a great story. All right, set it up.
I mean, you saw it.
No, set it up.
The guy who's been in the doghouse most of the year comes through with a really nice goal, shows some speed, nice little shot.
Second goal of the game.
Second goal of the game was first one was a power play. Everyone's happy except Tocchet. There he is. The moment the goal was scored. You tell us. Is he upset?
No, that's complete nonsense. So first of all, listen, yeah, of course I know, Danny, because I work in a field where when we shoot television or reality shows, we take reaction shots that are like 3 seconds later or a minute later or a day later, and we move them to the front to create controversy or to create some sort of feeling.
know that's not going on. They scored the goal and they cut to the Flyers bench. It's in real time. They didn't edit it together.
He could be looking at the clock just to see how much time is left, see what the next it's
registered.
It's overtime.
This whole
if he's looking at the clock, see how much time's left, we got a real problem.
No,
his smirk. Let me tell you something. I could read his smirk as like look at us. Look at us. We did it tonight.
Right.
It's such nonsense.
Somebody could said something behind them. Like you don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, let's back it up, right? This whole Tocchet thing is ridiculous. This whole like push to get rid of a new coach who, let's talk about his lineup. Can we talk about the lineup for a second? It's not like this guy is filled with centers up and down the roster and he's filled with the same kind of, guns that these other teams have. Like, we're going to judge him based on this season? No, I'm not. I'm not going to judge him based on this season. Now, when the roster is filled next season, when Danny and Jonesy fill those spots, and the kids are here, and Martone is here, and Michkov is getting through his sophomore slump, maybe I'll judge him. But we are so ridiculous in Philadelphia. It really is out of control.
That's a man who said, now I got to answer questions. I got to let them play more, let them cherry pick a little bit. I don't want to hear this. Anybody but him. That's what he said when he looked up.
This dude's a troublemaker.
I'm just being a devil's advocate for the people, man.
The devil is what you are.
Yeah, this is
told you. You can take shots. You can make stuff sing or dance. It's not true.
Not in real time.
It makes no sense. Listen,
that wasn't a stock reaction shot they had waiting for the moment.
Could have been someone in the stands. Could have been chirping him.
He's
right behind him.
Oh, stop!
Everyone in front of him shaking hands, high fiving. He's like, ugh.
Why in the world would the head coach of the Philadelphia Flyers be pissed that their superstar just stole them a game at the Garden? And listen, I know the probability is very low, but that kept their season alive.
Well, that's a problem too. I mean, maybe he's like, man, we can't even. Now he scores. We just need the tank, and now he scores.
No, coaches don't think that way.
I'm a superstar.
No, coaches don't think the way that these anonymous fans who live in their parents' basement think. Coaches don't want to. Tocchet doesn't want to tank. He's a mega competitor. He's an athlete himself. He doesn't want to tank. Who wants to tank?
Thank you.
He could still be, upset about that gold medal game he was on the bench about. He could, you never know.
That's about, that may be. That may be.
Flashback, he had a flashback.
Why in the world would he be upset? Seriously, you're going to tell me because he wants to answer questions? He don't care about that. If you want the kid to succeed, he loves the kid. He wants him to succeed.
He succeeds, they win.
Listen, I'm just saying what I see.
All right.
I was shocked when I saw it all this morning. But it's everywhere.
Nah, you're stoking it. You're Rams, not Rabel.
Recount.
He was all my nerves yesterday.
Yeah.
Cuz, just put this to bed. Why don't you text your buddy Talk and just put it to bed?
You can't bother him with this nonsense.
Sure he can.
All right. We got the answers from Big Dom.
Big Dom came in with the shoe polish.
Hey, when's the last time you bought shoe polish, Todd?
Oh my God, I don't know, like years.
Did you know there was white shoe polish? I didn't know that.
No, but when I was a kid, my grandfather used to. I think he would use like whiteout, and he would like he would like take his he would do that to his white shoes.
To his shoes,
Whiteout. Whiteout.
Oh yeah, he did all kinds of stuff like that. He used white paint.
Like what for sneakers, right?
Gotta keep them fresh, baby.
Again, I was telling the Big Dom. I told them, I'd wipe them down with a like soap and water type of thing. You can't be too heavy with the water because of the leather, right? But damp,
yeah,
and kind of like get right. And then after a while, like I would put over it the white shoe polish because it keeps it pristine. You put it evenly. Big Dom did it. I text Big Dom. He did it. But now he's a man of means. He just buys new sneakers.
But it's an artificial pristine. It's not pristine. It looks pristine.
That's what it matters.
We need to get a shoe polish sponsor in this place. We got to talk to the sales team here.
Well, you know what they got now that works
think
great are
anyone talks about
those Mr. Clean Magic Eraser things.
Yeah,
they're great for cleaning sneakers.
Yes.
For sure.
The whole industry too. Like when you go to like some of these, I go to the auto show. They got dudes selling. My buddy bought it, the Shoevinator.
Wow.
And
what's that?
Whole multiple step process of chemicals and buffering and stuff, and his sneakers look ridiculous.
There's bags to put them in the washer.
Oh, that's
like
awesome.
certain bags you put them in the washer.
Back in the day, they would put them in the washer. My mother goes, "No, you can't wash." My mother, Todd, would put the sneakers in the washer. Like, no,
they get wrinkled.
Yeah, they're horrible.
They're never the same.
No,
a little squeak when you walk.
Yeah, no good. No good. Let me ask you this, guys, and then I want to get to our segment. But last night, Massimo, it's right before the game. Now, you got a daughter, all right? I want your opinion as uncles. So Massimo's, like, I'm getting the defense, right? Because we got a tough matchup, and I want to play 1-3-1, and I'm going over assignments. And I'm changing the assignment because they usually have Massimo up top, and I need him to rebound.
Yeah.
So he starts laughing. Him and some other kid were in right before the game. They start laughing. And I go, "What are you laughing at?" And he goes, "Don't worry about it." I go, "What?"
Wow.
Right?
Oh, man.
Right? He's like, "What? Like, what'd you say?" Right? But I was so busy, right? Anyway, first 2 minutes of the game, he's out of position. So I'm screaming at my wife goes, "The whole gym heard you yelling at our son." I go, "Well, he deserved it. Cost us 2 buckets because he was out of position." So
and you just went over it with him.
And he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
So then I said to him this morning, as I'm driving to school, I go, "Dude, what were you laughing at?" He goes, "What do you care?" He goes, "You're old."
I mean,
he goes, "You're not going to get it."
So you want a fresh one?
He's probably right.
Like, it was over the number 41. I don't know what that means.
That's at the new 6'7".
Numbers,
Right?
kids and these numbers.
Right. Like, by the way, it's so uncool. I was like, dude, you're uncool. 41, 6'7". Like, hell out of here with that nonsense. What do you do when your daughter says you're old? I want to crack him. I said, dude, I'm cracking you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way you do. Like he's gonna get there, man. He thinks it's a long journey. It's like this.
Yeah.
But I
See,
agree
got
with you. This
Karma
stuff
will
is
get
not
him.
cool at all.
Karma's gonna come for us.
What's they're laughing though? No impulse to sit him. You can sit down a couple of minutes. He says, "Oh, why am I sitting?" Be like, none of your business. Or you don't sit him when you're laughing like that.
It's funny, right? When he was out of position, and cost us a couple buckets because he was out of position. He was playing up. I'm like, dude, you got to stay back against. You got to stay back against this team. They're big. Yeah. I need you to rebound, right? And he gave up 2 backdoor laps. And I went to one of the kids, and I went,
get him out of there.
AJ going for Massimo, right? It was like 2 minutes into the game. And then he made a play on the other end, and I was like, come back.
You're an enabler.
Well,
you're an enabler. You're an enabler.
I was like,
you got to prove the point. You need to sit for a couple minutes.
I know, but the problem is if I do that, I'm down by 10.
What would Bobby Knight do? You sit him.
I don't know. He's still out too. He's still out for the game. My brother, what do we got this week?
Well, before we get into some new stuff, tell me your thoughts now that you watched Paradise season 1. Was I correct about there no need for season 2?
First of all, I love the show. It was a great show.
Great show.
It was.
Season 1. I haven't dived in, but season 1, unbelievable.
It was terrific. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good show. I love the characters. Like I love the president. The whole thing.
Yeah.
It's done. There's no need. And I watched the first episode of the second season.
Oh, okay.
And because I wanted to even go further and go, well, am I missing something? Like, I get it. They're going to go to the outdoor and what was up top and the post-apocalyptic world. You don't need to do it. It's done. You're so right. Because there's really nothing really where to go. You're forcing it.
Yeah. I'll be curious to see how this does. I know there's 3. So for your audience, they did like a 3-episode, drop of season 2 on Paradise. I haven't watched it yet. You did, but I agree. Like, I mean, maybe it's gonna be great. Maybe the writers figured it out, but I'm a big fan of when you end a show.
Yes.
You need to end a show, and you need to know when to end a show. Like right now, I've said this before on the show, but one of my favorite shows, maybe ever, is a show called Industry.
Yeah.
And Industry is, I'm just a sucker for shows that are like, they go very deep and technical into business, financial. This is about investment bankers in London and short traders. And I love it. So I just read a story the other day. The season finale is this week for season 4 on HBO Max. And I just read a story that the writers were like, this show is so good, but we know where to end it, and we're going to end it next season because these characters, we need an ending.
Yeah.
Could they milk this 10? They can milk this 7, 8, 9 seasons? Absolutely. But there's no need to do it. Move on to something else. But they just renewed it for a season 5 and a final season.
That's good. That's good. Listen, you got to show that discipline to end it. After a while, it becomes less about the story. Once you, like to your point about delving into a world, once you've told that world, then it just morphs into a soap opera where it's all about the characters' love life and whatever they do.
Exactly.
Did you like the code name for in Paradise? Sinatra.
Sinatra. Yes.
I thought you'd like that.
You know what I loved about I loved about the president? He was a sportsman.
Yeah, big time sportsman.
He one shining moment he referenced.
Yeah.
And the guy didn't know what it was.
I know.
He's like, you're going to talk college basketball to me?
Yeah.
He mentioned Duke. He mentioned a couple.
Yeah. No, I thought season 1 was great. I haven't gotten to season 2 yet. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to watch it at some point, but I agree with you, Todd. It was such a good season. It could have just wrapped up with that.
Yeah, it definitely could. I like to follow the threads you guys drop out there, and you just mentioned Sinatra, and I got to tell you, I watched this documentary. VG, you may have an interest in this because of your music background. I watched that documentary about Paul Anka on HBO Max. That was incredible. Like, first of all, I had no idea about this guy's career, like his writing career, that he was writing these hits at age 15. You know, he wrote My Way for Frank Sinatra. And
Todd,
no idea.
That's one of my favorite songs. I always told my parents they don't like to hear it, but I said if I die before you, that's no Eagles wings. We're playing My Way on the way out.
Yeah, you know what,
Bump it,
Danny? It's one of the
bump it on the way out.
No.
Can't do Eagles.
I mean,
wings.
it's one of
My Way on the way out.
Arguably, it's one of the greatest songs ever written. And he tells this story. He tells this story about how it came about, and he also talks about all the artists over the years that have licensed that song from him, from Sid Vicious to Doja Cat to like it goes on and on. He said he makes so much money off that one song when he was like 18 years old. It's insane.
Wow.
Yeah, I gotta watch
But
that.
he
I saw
was-
a clip of that, Todd. I saw a clip.
Yeah, what's cool?
He was brilliant to keep the publishing rights.
He well, he talks all about that. So when he was 50, he's a Canadian. When he came over here at 15 and writing all these hits, he quickly realized, you know, I'm probably going to burn out at some point. Like, who's going to like me at 17 or 18? I'm a big star at 15. The way I keep my career going is to write. So he started writing for everybody at a very young age, kept all the publishing. And I got to tell you this quick story. It's amazing. He knows Johnny Carson. And Johnny Carson says, I just got this gig, The Tonight Show, but I need a theme song. And Anka's like, I got a perfect theme song. It's part of this other song I did. And he gives it to him, you know, dun, 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 right? And Johnny Carson calls him back and goes, I'd love to give it to you, but they have somebody, you know, at the studio here that they're just going to use, whatever. And Anka goes, how about this, Johnny? I'll give you 50% of the writer credit. And Johnny goes, okay, you're in. And that song, that theme song, has made gobs of millions of dollars.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Wow, really?
That dude's brilliant.
Yeah,
He's
man.
brilliant.
That's genius.
And you know what you'll love, Cuz, about the documentary? When he was 15, he was one of the guys who hung out with the Rat Pack, and he would play like the Copacabana and stuff like that in New York, like the beginning of Goodfellas. The tables are in front. He would play as a 15-year-old kid. Sinatra called him the kid.
Wow.
I'm watching that this
How come
weekend.
there's not a movie? How come there's not a movie about him?
You know what's funny? When you look at his life, there's been a lot of movies made about him, but not about him.
Wow.
So it's on. Yeah, I saw a clip for it. I was interested. I saw the clip that you were talking about with My Way, where he wrote it and he was saying he's a kid and how like it was. He didn't know what he was going to do. But yeah, I'm definitely going to dive into that.
So how old was he when he wrote My Way?
I forget. He'd already, you know, he was like the young, like again, he was hanging out with the Rat Pack when he was very, very young. And I think he came up with a song and he called Sinatra and he's like, I think I got a song for you. And he tells this story about how Sinatra called him back and did it live for him. And he got chills. Like it was the first time and he did it live for him. And of course, Sinatra owes a lot of his career to that song.
Yeah, that was the clip I saw where he's explaining that he called Sinatra. Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's
I
a
gotta
good
watch
story.
it. Yeah, I gotta watch it.
That's a really good story. That's interesting.
His son-in-law is Jason Bateman. Is he?
Yes.
Is he in the film? The
Yes,
documentary? Yeah.
they show a clip from Jason Bateman's podcast where he introduces Anka and he's like, he's also my father-in-law, so let's be kind to him.
Bateman's podcast is pretty good.
Smartless.
Smartless. Yeah.
He's good. He's witty.
Yeah.
He's good. That's so interesting that, man, and at that young age to write that sophisticated type of song.
The guy's very incredibly talented. And what's even stranger to me is like I don't know how old, I think he's 84 or he's in his 80s, mid 80s. And they intersperse him on a current tour where he goes out and plays shows. And I'm shocked. The guy's voice is still there. He's like, he's still like, he hasn't lost a step. Where everybody else around him, all of his colleagues in this business are gone. And he is out, like, you see what's going on with Frankie Valli right now. I mean, he talks about, you know, touring with Frankie Valli and Bobby Darin. It is super interesting.
I'm in on this. Yeah.
All right, I think he's got some
It's on
viewership on
HBO
it.
Max.
Yeah.
HBO Max, yeah.
Ooh,
It's called
that's
My
awesome.
Way, Anka My Way.
All right, what else we got?
So we got well, Cuz, did you check out that show I told you about, Portobello?
No, I didn't. I did not. Not yet. I was all paradised up.
I like to give you an international with an Italy flair from time to time, as you know. This was it's a series that's on HBO Max that just started, but it was actually screened at the Venice Film Festival this year, and it's called Portobello, and it's a true story. It's a series. They're going to release episodes every week. It's a true story about this variety show host in Italy in 1983 named Enzo Tortora, and he's arrested because he's accused of being a member of the mob. And I don't know, it looks really interesting. Like, I know it'd be interesting to you.
That'll be Saturday night.
Yeah.
That's a great one. I'm in on that.
I love that.
You'd be interested. Right now we have a lot of international shows that are starting to make their way into US TV. And we see this around award season when a lot doesn't drop, or Olympics time where a lot doesn't drop. There's a series that someone told me, one of your listeners told me I need to check out. It's called Amsterdam Empire. And it's not a true story, but it's based on these characters who run the coffee shops in Amsterdam where they sell weed in the coffee shops. And it's a Famke Janssen's in it, and she executive produced it. And it's a series, and all episodes dropped on that one. So, international's having a bit of a
Where's
moment.
Where's that at? It was on Netflix?
I think that's a Netflix series as well, too. Yeah. So, bit of a moment for that kind of stuff. But this week, this week and next week will be the last week that we don't see a lot of, big new stuff. I think then we're really going to get into it, with Peaky Blinders and all that kind of stuff coming up.
So that was the other thing. I went back and I started back Peaky in preparation for the movie. I wanted to rewatch the series.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good move. That's a good move.
You know what's funny? I've rewatched it a couple times. So
same. I think I love that though. I love rewatching shows, especially for the build up. I did that with Shrinking before it started.
That's a good show.
But yeah, I think I might have to join you on that.
It's so good, man. It's such a great show. What they do with the music versus the time period, because it's modern music in a time period piece, is just so, and cinematically, it's such a great love. It's such a great show, man. I just love that show.
It is, and that's why I think you and your audience that are fans should really try to see it in the theater. I know you don't have a big
I'm all in.
incentive to do it.
I'm only going to see it in the theater. I know it's the short
That's
window,
cool.
but I'm in.
The only thing
really
that I'm sad about is one of my favorite characters is Aunt Polly. And she passed away.
That's I think they didn't plan to kill her off, right? She passed away and that forced her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really sad. That was very, very sad.
I loved her. She reminded me of my Aunt Cookie.
Yeah, she held it together.
Yeah,
great.
She was the best.
Hey, there's another great move. There's a few festival movies that are coming out that are streaming this week, but the one that is such a good movie, and I'm so glad it's out. It's streaming now on I think it's is it Prime? I can't remember. It's called it's Hulu. Dead of Winter, and it's really good. It stars Emma Thompson, and she's like this widow, and she stops by a remote cabin in Minnesota because she's lost, and she finds herself like fighting for survival with this murderous couple who's holding a young girl hostage. This movie is so good, man. It's called Dead of Winter, and critics loved it. Everyone was going nuts over it, and it just started streaming. I think it's Hulu, but don't hold me to that.
Dead of Winter. That's another good one.
On one of the services, absolutely. But there's a bunch of they're releasing festival movies, like Sundance had a bunch of movies. One called In the Blink of an Eye, which is 3 interconnected stories. Rashida Jones produces it and stars in it. And then Kiss of the Spider. Remember Kiss of the Spider Woman from the 80s?
Yeah.
It was a famous book, and then it was a very famous Broadway play. And William Hurt was in the movie in 1985. It's this musical about this, gay man who's imprisoned, and he's next in the cell next to a political dissident, and they have this relationship through the cell. It's really pretty awesome. Well, they did a new version of it that Jennifer Lopez, she got rave reviews for it.
Wow.
Starring in it. And it didn't do well at the box office, but the critics, again, loved it. And so that's another Sundance film that starts streaming this week. And that's Hulu too. Like all these films are Hulu, like Dead of Winter, In the Blink of an Eye, Kiss of the Spider Woman are all Hulu, and they're all big festival films.
That's awesome.
Jenny from the block.
Yeah, that's great.
Hey, did you see? I wanted to bring this up earlier. Did you see the Christian Bale news that was out this week?
I saw that.
Christian Bale revealed he's going to be in Chicago to star in Heat 2.
I heard about
with Leo.
Leo.
Yeah.
And Leo.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that should be great.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Those two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be talking about it in an upcoming episode, but I am super psyched for The Bride of Frankenstein film where he plays Frankenstein.
Yes. He'll be unbelievable.
Maggie Gyllenhaal is directing it, and it looks amazing. I cannot wait to see it. It's called The Bride! We'll be
Maggie
talking about
teaming
it.
back up, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It looks great.
She was in Dark Knight.
Wow, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Some good stuff coming.
I think so. And listen, next week I want to tell you guys, I'm going to see. It's a little off field, but you'll see what I mean here. I'm going to see finally. I've been wanting to see this play for so long. I'm going to see The Shark Is Broken, the play that was written by Ian Shaw about the making of Jaws.
Oh,
yeah, you talked about that.
Awesome.
Yeah, you talked about
Dude,
that.
it got such great reviews in New York, and I wanted to see it. I couldn't see it. It's now touring, and it's going to be in like Lancaster this weekend, but then it's going to be in Souderton in June, and the play is supposed to be amazing.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that next week. I'll let you guys know how it is.
That's great. You know what? They're making into a play. In fact, it debuted. Now they're going to go back and I think do a whole bunch of dates. Bull Durham. They're making.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Ron Shelton, who was on the program, who wrote Bull Durham, wrote the play.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And they're going to do a whole big thing with it.
Is it going to be a musical or a play?
Play.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I'll see that if it's a play. If it's a musical, I may be out on that one.
No,
but
I
love
don't do musical either. I'm not a musical guy.
Yeah. I'm
I
going to
can't
see
do
Dog Day
musicals.
Afternoon next month.
I like.
Oh, you a music man? Music?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Gotta keep you on your toes, man. You know?
Yeah.
I went
you
to
do
Meredith.
Chicago? What do you do?
I went to Meredith as a performing arts grade school.
Yeah.
Right. So I was just around it as a kid, and yeah, love it.
That's
Broadway,
awesome.
bro. I love Broadway.
Yeah. What do you?
I saw Bronx Tale on Broadway.
What's a musical you like? What's one of your favorite musicals?
I'm not. No, I like. Look, I go to Broadway. I'm not a big musical guy. I mean, Lion King. I've seen a bunch of times with my mom.
You like plays?
I like plays that become musical. Like I love Bronx Tale musical was great.
Okay.
Outsiders I saw phenomenal.
Oh, well, a bunch of guys singing, a gang singing.
Oh, what's going on here, VT?
Wait, listen to this.
What's going on here?
So Todd, earlier we were talking about who was the guy that Sirianni.
Sirianni,
We're talking
yeah.
about Sirianni. And so he's saying he's like a rich kid kind of thing. I'm like, I don't get that off him at all.
Prep school.
I go, what, like he's a soch? And
Left
if I
out.
say to you a soch, right, or a greaser, you know the movie.
Pony Boy, baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Outsiders.
He didn't know.
Oh, see, he's judging me about Outsiders. He don't even know what we're talking about over
Oh,
here.
man, that's
Outsiders
that's
is
a weak movie.
one of the greatest books of all time.
It is.
You didn't have to
S.E.
read
Hinton. That was
school?
I
that was
read
a,
that in sixth grade. I
We went
loved
to
it.
North Catholic. We didn't read books.
I read it. We read it in
We
sixth
watched
grade.
movies.
It was before high school.
Some people read Romeo and Juliet. We actually watched the
Shout
movie.
out to Miss Levy at Meredith in sixth grade. Outsiders.
Yeah,
baby.
man.
Let's go.
Nah, come on.
Pony Boy.
Pony Boy Curtis.
Pony Boy's weak.
Wow.
Like that's
Pony Boy.
Come on, how about the cast? Matt Dillon.
That cast was phenomenal.
yeah. Listen. That
Greasers are
book.
gonna come for
You're
his
right,
ass,
Danny.
man.
That
I'm
book.
find out.
That book is a
They're gonna
right.
come for his
That
ass.
book is a rite of passage.
Oh,
That book is a
boy.
rite of passage.
For
It
sure.
is.
Yeah, out of here like a Pony Boy.
That's what I'm saying with this guy. He's got no he's got no art to him.
Pastor
I was
Lee.
reading football books. I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm not reading The Outsiders.
Okay.
My baseball almanac. Come on.
Football books.
Yeah, come
Okay.
on, man.
All right.
Sit around watching Pony Boy.
Come on, man.
And you went to see the Pony Boy musical?
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
I like that. Cuz.
Come on, get out of
You're a
here.
good man.
Come on, man.
Todd, proud of you.
Well, trying to stay
Very much
cultured here,
so.
Todd. I'm trying to stay cultured out here.
Absolutely.
Got to hold it down for this
Absolutely,
guy over here, man. He's
Guys.
How's that Amish still? How's life in the Amish?
It's great, man. We were number 5 yesterday. Rocking and rolling. We're casting season 2 right now, so it's crushing it, man. Crushing it.
That's fantastic. That is great.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I don't like to geek. I usually don't geek out on this stuff, but to me, I get it. You know, I can say this on this show because I'm a total geek, and I talked about it at the top of the show already. But when I go to look at like HBO Max top 10 and I see it sitting next to like industry and shows like that, I'm like, come on, man.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's great, Todd.
Yeah.
That's so cool. You kidding
Thanks,
me?
guys.
That's fantastic.
Hey, Todd, what are the implications with the
merger?
Yeah, with Netflix bailing out and it's going to be a Paramount Warner merger.
Warner Mount.
Yeah.
Warner Mount.
Yeah. Well, I think, listen, I can't predict it, but I assume it's going to get, federal regulatory approval federally, but I think it's still going to be challenged by a number of states, including California. It's going to be challenged by a lot of international bodies because of the monopoly and the theatrical implications. This is going to be a while to shake out, and, we'll see. But like for theatrical, I think it's better to have Paramount in this position than it is Netflix, because Paramount has committed more to keep films theatrically released. So, but it is getting a little weird, man. There's going to be like one company left at the end of the day.
Growing up, they talk about monopolies and how like they're supposed to be regulated. This is the most, clear-cut monopoly of all time, and it's just happening in front of us. Like it's just taking over everything, just swallowing them up.
Well, listen, I certainly don't want to get political on this show, but you all know there's a roadmap to getting things approved.
Right.
You just have to create an award, create a gift. There's a path to get this approved. There's a playbook, but you're not wrong. This is about as close to a monopoly that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's scary, man. Yeah. It's that piece is scary. My brother, we love you.
Todd,
love you guys.
Todd,
You too.
Todd.
See, Todd.
Hey, one note: Adam Schefter reports the Cowboys placing a franchise tag on George Pickens.
You think he'll be disgruntled, or is he just going to? I mean, it seems like he's just accepting it for now.
Yeah.
I mean, you get paid. It's a nice paycheck.
Yeah, you get the paycheck, and you still get next year. You get a deal. And smart move by them. If I'm them, you got to keep those two together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that increase the value of AJ Brown in the trade market?
Yes.
I don't know. So I got to do more research on the cap hit. They're saying like if we trade him, it's much better to trade him after the draft because of the implications on our cap.
So what you do is you agree to the deal before the draft, and it goes.
Could they draft a player for us and then we make this trade afterwards? Could you like have a handshake deal where we're like, hey, we want this guy. Can we trade? Because in the NBA, if you sign a guy, you can't trade him until after January 1.
Right.
I'm not in the weeds enough of
I don't know
how fast could they trade a draft pick.
So it's interesting because I think you can have them draft your guy, because I know that's happened before,
and
where the Eagles had they had a pick and they go, well, you need your pick. But it always happens like that. It's usually that happens during draft night.
Draft night. That's what I'm saying. Can it be like, hey, like a wink deal, like, hey, we want this guy if you're there.
Well, yeah,
we'll
you can move. You could move the guy.
Yeah.
But
both teams are taking a leap of faith, I guess.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough to do.
Yeah.
Is it going to? I mean, I think Howie holds off for a 1. I think he can create enough buzz if we move him.
I could see being future 1 and not 1 for this year.
Like a 27.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that the Bills and the Patriots battle it out. They both need a receiver. Neither one wants the other person to get them.
If you could go, I think your best bet is to do a future 1, because then you could post date it. You do a future 1. You could agree to the trade and you post date it. And
the problem is
you
don't get anybody for him this year.
I know. You need
we're in a win now area.
Well, unless you got a future 1. I don't know that they're in a win now. They are trying to extend.
Okay.
So I think this is more of
Rich.
Reset, not a rebuild, but like a reset. They're going to bring everybody back, see what they can do. But if that happens, I think they do it for a future one. I like to grab a player back.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
how about these combine times? You see these guys are running 4.6s.
Yeah, they're
what the hell? They're faster than the receivers.
They're insane. They're insane.
Our boy got little arms though.
Yeah, I know.
Coming after
Bane.
him, T-Rex.
Yeah,
he's a beast.
Bane.
I
I'm
know.
talking about
He
it.
plays, man.
I know he's a
He's a
monster.
ball player. Man. Like,
It's
you
the
know,
shortest D arms in like 30
you know,
years.
he's got the Rex.
Yeah.
What was I doing that to? Who's got the little hands? And I was doing he's got the little rat hands.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not naming names.
Who was it?
I don't
Somebody.
know.
I was just doing.
VG
You ever see a
I
little
don't know
guy?
nothing, man.
He's got little hands.
Yeah.
No, he's got sweaty hands. That's
I
it.
do have sweaty hands.
We can't, that sets
Dude,
you off.
he's got
I
the
remember.
sweaty hands.
It's the light. He's not, you know.
Don't shake his hand.
I understand, but
It's
listen,
not sweat, bro. It's urine.
It's like
Trying to soften these up.
Sorry
about that,
He's a
dude.
vampire. We got him in under the
I'm out in the daylight, dude.
Yeah, he's gonna melt.
We're gonna melt this poor guy.
All right. That was a marathon episode. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. Ethan, great job. Say hello. Ethan. Jules.
Julia.
Love ya.
Jules, that was awesome, Jules.
That's great.
Great stuff. Danny D, the AD, fun hour with you.
Always.
Tune in if you want more of Danny D and I. Maybe we'll get VG to call up. We got tomorrow.
Leave the club.
Five
Check in with
to
you guys.
9 on Fox National tomorrow. And I
be
got
fun.
this guy with me the whole time.
We're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Chat. Later, chat. Have a great day, everybody. We love you. See you Monday.
We all silly like the mayor.